beaten out of me when I was a young child. Even during times when I was telling the fucking truth.
You gotta speak up, Jimmy.
I said even during times when I was telling the truth.
Probably louder, Jimmy.
Even during times when I was telling the fucking truth, I was still beaten for lying.
What about the conversation that you, Brian, and KC had in bedroom 3 this morning?
All that Brian was saying is that he doesn't want to fucking leave before Cole leaves. That's it.
There's more to that conversation. You should elaborate. I think Cole would like to know what you guys were saying.
I would like to know.
Make sure you say it in a way that sounds like you don't have an alliance to get Cole kicked off the show.
All that Brian was saying is that he refuses to leave now. He just wants to make sure that he at least leaves after you because he's just done with everything and he's very pissed off.
Oh, that reinvigorates me. I'm staying as long as I can.
Yes.
You just yell, you just jump in, Trish, you got something to say.
You just said a minute ago that you wanted to go home now.
Yeah, but it's fast paced here and your mind changes a lot.
Who do you trust, Cole?
The most or the least?
Who do you
Both.
trust? Yeah, both.
It was both.
The most, Shinji.
Cole, body language, Cole, body language.
The most Shinji, the least Brian, of course.
The least Brian?
Yes.
Why?
We've been butting heads, but we can still be okay. It's just trust. The trust is low.
No, that's fair. That's completely fair. I understand that. It's a competition. Like, you know, you don't want to, like, you shouldn't be trusting everybody that's kind of a fuck up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, speak up, guys. Okay. CK, what do you make of all this? You got beef with anybody in the house?
No, not really. Like,
No?
Like maybe like yesterday was like different, but like honestly, I'm okay.
Didn't Trish throw human shit on you?
That was human?
She tried, but she missed.
I wasn't allowed to.
Like she didn't hit me at all, but it's definitely, it got thrown on Brian's shit more than mine. She threw some yogurt on my bag, but could have been worse.
But you're okay with Trish doing all that to you?
I wouldn't say okay, it was really disrespectful, but just the name of the game, I kind of saw it coming with how I introduced myself yesterday.
Do you think you're a stronger competitor than Trish is?
I don't know.
What do you think, Trish?
Do I think I'm a stronger
Do you think you're better than her? Who do you think is going to last longer in the competition, you or CK?
I think I will.
Don't forget to speak up.
Yeah, speak up.
I think I will.
Why?
Because I've made...
Can you look at CK while you're talking about her?
I made my place in this show. I felt like I've done a lot. So...
All you've done is just try fucking Brian. That's not really a whole lot.
Brian wanted to fuck me, sorry.
What do you think about that? Brian wanted to fuck her.
Just how men are sometimes.
You're okay with that? You don't care that he did that? Shrug.
I don't care.
Little louder. You don't
I
care?
said I don't care.
Brian, she doesn't care that you wanted to fuck Trish.
I mean, like...
Imagine what you can get away with. Jeez Louise.
Well, we're not dating, so it's not a matter of, like, getting away with stuff, but, like... I mean, I understand, like, that's gonna piss you off. Like, I know. Like,
A little louder.
I understand that's gonna piss you off. Like, you can say you don't care. Like, I know you care a little bit. Like...
Well, yeah, of course I fucking care.
I know.
Why the fuck you think I'm here?
Yeah, I know why you're here. I know very well why you're here.
Why are you here?
A little louder, Brian.
I know very well why you're here, like I do. Like, I get why you came, but I still think that was a really, really bad idea on your part. Like, a really, really
Fair.
fucking bad idea.
Yeah.
What, coming on the show?
Yeah.
Why was it a bad idea?
Not even because of, like, beefing with me, it's just, like, do you not realize what you're getting into? Like, this is intense.
This is a competition.
Yeah. Like, that's the biggest thing. I'm worried about your mental health. It's like all that other bullshit. Like, we've been through that before, and like, you know, if we don't get back together, if I move, like, that's part of life. That might fucking happen. That's not my fucking concern right now, though. Like, you know how bad shit is for me back home. Like, you know I have other things I need to fucking focus on right now, rather than something that we tried for 7 years and didn't work out regardless. Like, I'm not saying I don't love you. I obviously fucking love you. Like, that's obvious. But a matter of being 27 and working at fucking Texas Roadhouse, and me and you just like working restaurant gigs, you know, I graduate from fucking college and I still can't get a real fucking job. Like, I'm under a lot of fucking pressure. Like, a fucking lot of pressure. So, like, I'm sorry if my mind goes elsewhere. Like, I have to, like, focus on not having a fucked up future, not being homeless, like, being able to, like, have kids and provide for them. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, this is, like, crunch time for me. I'm almost fucking 30 and nothing to show for it. Like, that's a tough thing to wake up with every day.
What do you think, Trish? You think they're a good pair?
I can't speak for them, but like obviously like they have their own issues to resolve. Do I think her choice to come on this show is the right decision? No. But like I understand that she did it for her reasons.
I got it later.
Make sure you make eye contact when you're talking, Trish. That's
I
one of
didn't
our
know it was like-
understandings.
Okay. But yeah.
Do you think,
I don't know.
Now remember, one of our understandings here, you gotta make eye contact with the person you're talking about. And also, don't flutter about looking for a nice way to word things. If you don't like somebody, you gotta let them know.
I feel like I don't like you, but then like
You're not even fucking looking at me.
cause I'm like trying to think about it.
Trish will always be known for smashing the soup kitchen guy, Trish Ladyboy, Trish
Okay.
balding, Trish Sharpie eyebrows.
I don't know you, so I really can't like this. I don't even know you, so.
CK, what do you think about Trish?
I know enough about her. I don't need to know anymore.
What do you know? What do you know about Trish? Silence is not an option. We have to come to an understanding here.
Reminder, drains of energy. Also, fucking Trish isn't much of an accomplishment. Common Cup Bride L, Shinji Master Race.
Brian,
That's not really have an answer. I'm just like mad, or I'm still mad with the situation.
the situation being Brian and Trish fucking? I see. Do you think you can get over that?
Trying.
Huh. Does anybody else have anything to say about this little love triangle that we have going on here? TJ?
TJ, what would your advice be to CK? Look at her and tell her. What's your advice to CK?
Make sure you look at her. And speak
Can we
up.
start singling out Taylor, please? Taylor, when do you plan on doing something noteworthy? Thanks, Bay.
So, I don't know, my advice would be to...
Is he doing eye contact?
Brian, your girlfriend
Yeah.
is mad ugly, and actually ugly
I
as
think
fuck.
advice would
Trish is at least
probably
hot. They both have shit
try
personalities.
to lay low. I don't know, try not to start anything, I guess.
Every
I
time
don't
that
know,
Brian
just-
speaks, I let out an audible sigh.
I don't know.
I love you,
just,
Shinji.
I don't know.
Cole, you are
Try
cool
to be cool under all the pressure, I guess.
You think she's doing a good job, TJ?
Yeah. I mean, I think she's staying cool.
Bitch, you nasty, nasty
When we
bitch.
were
Love soup
having,
kitchen and the clan
At
forever.
old time, she was pretty cool and communicable and stuff.
You're saying CK was pretty cool?
Yeah.
When?
When we were having girl time upstairs.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what's your advice to Trish? What are you gonna say to Trish? Anything?
Brian, Trish, and CK. All three of you are bug-minded waste of oxygen
Probably
gutter stuff
the,
people.
I don't know.
You're all wasted potential,
I think
JJJ.
you're, I think you're a resilient person. I don't know, just, I don't know,
Look at her.
Just you know, keep your head strong, and you should be good, I think.
Can I note that I didn't know they were still together?
We're not still together.
And that.
Like, we're not.
Sure.
Brian clarifying that they are no longer together.
Okay.
CK, thoughts?
I know we're not together.
Can you say it louder?
I said I know we're not together.
So in theory, Brian didn't do anything wrong when he fucked Trish.
So they did fuck.
I mean, that's what it sounds like. That's the conclusion that I draw.
Yeah, because I'm hearing otherwise from both.
Cole,
From
can you roll some
him.
advice to Beta Brian, please? Roll call.
Did you and Trish
Get
fuck?
triggered.
No.
We didn't fuck.
We almost, I'll be honest, we almost fucked, but we didn't. Like, so, yeah. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. This is a great venue for this. But yeah, like,
I didn't want to do this here.
well, that's,
I didn't think they'd do this to me here.
That's why, okay, like,
None of us thought they
you're
would
kind of
do this.
stupid for that. Like, I'm not trying to be an
Like, why
asshole
won't
right
you
now,
just leave and
but you're
let
kind of
Trish and
fucking
Brian
dumb
be
for that.
happy? I don't
Like,
think
you knew
anyone
what this
even wants
show
you here.
was.
Little
Get
louder.
lost.
You knew what this show
Crap,
was. Like,
Jay.
you know the type of people involved in this, and you think, like, oh yeah, they're gonna try to fix a relationship they know nothing about. Why the fuck would that benefit them? They don't care about that.
They
Why
want.
would you? Yeah, why would you come on here?
entertainment.
Like,
Wow,
coming on here thinking it's gonna be
so
something positive is insane.
Okay, you're
It's getting
fucking right.
played and chess becomes
So you want me to fucking tell
side
you?
Yeah, I mean that's why I reacted the way I did. I was like, why did you do this to yourself? Like you could be mad at me or just get over me back home, or we could like just hash shit out or whatever the fuck. But like, there's bigger things at play. I'm not
Why?
just talking about this fucking show.
Why
Like,
did you go on this
you
show?
know, like again, we've been over this. Like you know how much fucking pressure I am. Like back home, it is fucked for me. And I know I keep fucking talking about that. I know I'm a broken record with that shit, but it
I
is.
haven't seen this many retards sitting
And
in
the
a
fact that
circle
you
since
thought
I
coming here,
lobbed
like,
a
oh, I
grenade
wanted to like
into a
fix, like,
special ed
what the
class.
fuck would that
Drink
fix?
zip
Like,
channel.
I'm sorry, but like, what the fuck would that actually fix?
Brian, what do you value more, your reputation or mending the relationship with your ex-girlfriend?
I guess my reputation. Yeah, my reputation.
Extremely,
Like, what the fuck, man?
extremely,
Like, that's
extremely rare
forever.
of Brian W. set
Thanks,
that
Brian.
bitch straight.
I know, but
Yeah.
I get it. That's fine. You can be as mad as you want about
Like,
it. That's
this is
why.
7 years.
Yeah, I know it's 7
I'm
years and it didn't
I'm
work
gonna-
out.
I'm gonna remember this.
I know you'll remember it, but it was 7 years and it didn't work out. Why the fuck would I just keep being like, all right, well, it didn't work out. My life's been dog shit the entire fucking time. All these opportunities keep passing me by, like all this type of shit. And neither of us push each other to do any fucking better. You know we don't do that. We don't push each other to do any better than we're at. So why the fuck would I be like, oh, well, let's just go back to that, maybe it'll be okay. Like we've
I want to
already,
do better with you.
we've all, yeah, that's fine. We've been on and off like 3 fucking times throughout that 7 years. And what happened every fucking time that we got back together? The same exact bullshit. Why would it be different now?
Brian claws his way to almost getting a W, then follows it up with, hey, everything back home is fucked for my crime.
You're losing him, CK. He's slipping away.
Oh, look, more couples counseling with Soup Boy and his on and on.
What are you
He
gonna
only
say?
cares about himself. He don't care about me.
A little louder, CK, please.
He only cares about himself. He doesn't care about me.
Look at him when you talk.
He only cares about himself.
Brian got these bitches.
He doesn't
dick
care
wet.
about me.
7 years and it's over,
That's
bitch.
fair to say.
Shut up, CK.
I feel like he
Mary
cares more about his
TRISHMAS.
Yeah, like my
Brian
future
W.
is fucking
Soup
like,
Kitchen
I
W.
mean, like Caroline, relationships are relationships. Like do you not understand like how like bad things get when you fuck up this much for this long?
7 years and
Okay,
he's
like
free.
it's
7
you
years
see
and
the
he's
housing
finally
prices
free.
you
You
see,
keep grasping
like
it.
the job. Like I mean, are you
Why should
kidding
he
me?
care about you, CKJJJJ?
Why would you want to just be like? Why would you just want to like suffer and be broke together our whole like fuck that? I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
But we haven't come to an understanding yet.
Why the fuck
I don't
isn't
fucking care
Santa
about
here
it.
for this?
What?
This is about my fucking feelings. It's not my personal life. I don't want to fucking talk about this here.
Well, this is why the fuck would you come on here for that then? Like that is exactly one of the first fucking things I said when I hugged you was like, why are you here?
Brian,
like, are you this
actually
dumb to
fucking
fall
dumb?
for that?
Give your nuts a pull and pull your
Yes,
head.
so. Yes, I am. You're right, Brian.
I don't want to be right, but like, yeah, I am. Like, look at what's happening now. Like, do you think this would be like a vacation where you just get to hang out with me on some like cutthroat competition? That's not how this was gonna go. That's why I fucking panicked and like just shredded my skin to get out of that shit to be like, why are you like, what the fuck are you doing to yourself? Why would you come here?
Why did you come here, CK?
I need an answer.
An answer regarding?
me and Brian.
Please elaborate. What about you and Brian?
Well, I feel like we're not going to get to an answer until we work things out. So, CK, if you could change one thing about Brian, what would you change about him?
I wish he had more confidence in himself in life. I feel like he went on farther. Makes me sad.
That's a fair statement.
You have to look at him when you talk. You want?
I think you should went farther in life.
I
And
agree.
it makes me really sad.
I agree. That was part of why we broke up, is because like it was clear, like I'm not trying to blame it all on you. It was obviously all my own fuck ups, but like we were 1000% holding each other back. Like anyone on the outside looking in, my parents, our friends, everyone was just like, yeah, like what the fuck are y'all doing?
I just thought these last few months that we were getting better.
Well, you know, it is what it is, Caroline. Like we've always been really good friends. Like I hate
And then you go on this fucking show and it just...
Cold, there's a mystery
like, why,
about it.
like, you,
How much
you
of
guys
this is
are
real?
fucking
It's
kidding
too
me,
shrouded in
perfectly
smoke and
honest.
deceit.
A little louder, guys. Sorry.
Like, I just don't understand why you think this would be the right way to do that. Like, you needed a fucking answer.
Well, I'm seeing it now because I'm really hurt.
I get that. You needed a fucking answer. Just keep watching the fucking show at home, or just wait until I got back, and then we could have hashed it out. You could have had like this closure without it all being on fucking camera. Like you, like why would you
Leave,
do this to yourself? It's just fucking crazy.
Crack supports Brian over you got to go. Job.
Like I don't get why you do this. I know it seems like, oh, like, you're choosing these people over that, but it's just like Caroline. Like we tried this shit.
CK.
Like, and again, like you really think they're gonna like you think like after everything you've watched and everything that these people go through on this show, you really think they would call you up on Christmas Eve to surprise? Like, are you kidding me?
Gargling behind Brian's back.
Do you really think this is that type of show? Like I just don't. I don't know like what you were thinking, to be perfectly honest. Like I really fucking don't. I know you said like, oh, I did it for us. If you're doing it for like, just stay the fuck home. Like this was not a good move on your part, Caroline. I'm sorry to use your, but like this was not a good fucking move. And I'm not like trying to be angry at you. I don't hate you. It's none of that shit. It's just like this was stupid of you. Like if you were watching the show and you saw all this shit, like you saw the Gator Squad stuff, like how intense this gets, and you're just like, okay, yeah, I'll go on there, and then like everything will be fine. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, oh, I wanted to pull you out of here. I don't want to get fucking pulled out. I don't want to leave. You thought you coming here would be like, oh, that's good. Like, fuck that. Coming on here, the biggest reason I came on here is like, this could actually change my future. This could fucking help me out. And you think, oh, a weekend, just come back to the old bullshit? Why would I do that? With what, $500 fucking dollars? Come home with that? Like, what the fuck is that gonna do for me? Like, you need to start looking at this shit logically. Like, you're okay with just shit being the same all the fucking... I am not okay with that. And I've never been okay with that. And I was always the main fucking problem. And, like, I hate that this has to be the venue for this shit. I really fucking do. Like, this is obviously fucked up on multiple fucking levels. Like...
Stop fucking talking.
I'm just trying to talk to you about this shit. Cause, like,
I don't want to fucking talk about it right now.
Well, that's what we have to do. Why would you come on...
It's resolved. I don't want to talk about it.
It's most certainly not resolved. If you cut the tension in here with a knife, I think we should continue clearing the air. If you could change one thing about... Wait, no, we already asked you that. Brian, if you could change one thing about CK, what would you change?
I just wish she wanted more in life, and I wish she would have the motivation to, like, get to that. Like, I get it, you make, like, tips are good money, but, like, that's, like, you want to be 40 serving?
No.
So, like, you have to go to community college, you have to have a fucking network, you keep talking about wanting to do tattooing, like, you need to do something. Like, I get I'm fucking up, but, like, I at least went to college, I did my shit, I graduated. Like, come the fuck on.
I'm sorry I was so selfless over the years and I focused on us and you instead of myself.
That's, alright, you know, that's fair. That's fair. Alright.
This last few months, all I've been doing is fucking taking care of myself and trying to find myself again.
Snack for Brian.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Appreciate that.
Thanks for swinging on.
You were saying how selfless you are in the relationship.
She was.
I did everything for him. If
She
he
did a lot.
if he
have to look
wanted
at
if
him.
he wanted something, I'll fucking buy it. If he want anything, I would have dropped whatever I was doing. I'd fucking do it for him. I was his yes man, and he took me for granted.
I did, but like that again, a yes man wasn't what I needed though. Like I needed a kick in the fucking ass. And I get
I
like
fucking tried, Brian.
I don't
Like,
know
you-
why
you act
thought
like
this- I don't know why you thought this was a good idea, Caroline.
What would you do for him, Carolyn? CK.
What would I do for him?
Yeah, what would you do for him to help him out?
And she would help me with bills. She would run errands for me, which is like like that's fucking incredible. Like you don't always get that, and I did take that for granted 100%. 100% I did. I took a lot about you for granted. But regardless of any of that, Caroline, like you know that like I cannot continue living this way. I cannot.
I know you can't, and I've tried
But we have
understanding.
You tried understanding, but there's been no progress with it. Like I just.
What do you mean there's no progress?
How is our life any different from when we met at 19 to now? How are our routines, habits, any of that shit? How is it any different? And it's like you're talking about like like your parents said like don't go on the show to hurt him. It's like that's not what I'm fucking worried about. Like why you thought this would be like a wholesome thing is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I see that.
Like why? Like to think that they would just be like, oh, they're hearing some name, they're hearing some fucking initials on the camera, CK, and they're immediately gonna be like, oh, we care about this girl. We want to do like, I mean, like it was obviously for like a hilarious bit. It was very fucking funny.
No, just for the content. They don't give
Yeah.
a fuck about my feelings. They don't give a
So
fuck
then why
about
would you
our
come on? You should have
personal
known
life.
that. If you saw season 1, and then you started watching this and saw like, oh wow, like by day 3 it's as intense as like fucking week 3 was in the first season. And then you thought like, oh well they'll do like a little break for this.
They use me for content.
Yeah, Carol, they're using all of us for content. That's how this works. Which is why I didn't want you to fucking show up here. I knew very well that my options were running out. So it was like a torture show where you can get paid. Fuck it, let's go.
Sorry, Brian.
I'm sorry
I never
too.
wanted to push you to this spot.
You didn't
I
push me to the
always
spot. I
wanted
did
to
it
make sure you
myself.
were okay.
All my fuck ups and all that shit is exactly what led me to this fucking moment right here, and I fully understand that. But the fact of the matter is, like, things were not fucking working out at all, and you know this. And then to come on here thinking this is what's gonna fix it, like
Producers will producers, massive will
like anyone
producers
who's
will
ever
producers,
watched,
massive will producers will
like,
producers.
am I allowed to
massive. What?
say like MDE right now?
You can say whatever you want.
All right, like,
if it's honest and not meant as a dick.
You've watched, SH's content. You've watched MDE with me. Why the fuck would you think that they would like want to help? Like, I mean, it's insane.
I see where you're coming from.
Like, you didn't think this through at all.
What were you hoping? What was the expected turnout when you came in here? What were you hoping would happen between you and Brian?
I thought we were gonna fix things. Now we're gonna get back together and figure things out.
Here? Like here?
Not here per se.
Like just showing up, and then like again, you thought like, oh, I would just like leave with you to go back to everything else that I've been trying to fucking run away from.
Maybe even if I do leave without you, maybe I'll leave a fucking impression on you.
That's fine. You definitely have. You think you haven't over the last 7 fucking years? Like I don't want to fucking hurt you. I really don't. I know, and I don't want you to get hurt, which is why I'm like, why the fuck would you show up? Like, you think I want to have this happen right now? You think I want to like hash something out that was 7 years of my fucking life in front of a bunch of live viewers? You think I want that? Why the fuck would you want that?
I don't.
But you show
showed up thinking that's what was gonna happen. Why would you want that? They'll go, I needed an answer, I need an answer. Fucking wait!
I wasn't sure how long I was gonna wait for.
Well, you just gotta sit there and take it. Maybe you should have taken that time and just focused on your fucking self like you said you were trying to do. You know, I'm fucking away over in Rhode Island for like who knows how long. Perfect amount of time for you just to figure your shit out.
I was too worried about you.
Okay, well, don't worry about me. I've already been through all this shit for what, 9 days now? 8 days? What is it?
Day 9.
6 days.
6 days.
No, it's day 9.
Jesus Christ. So 9 days, and you think that like, oh, I'm just gonna quit now? Like that was your thought? Like, oh, it'd just be bad enough to be like, yep, can't wait to hop on a plane on Christmas Day after all this shit? Like, are you crazy? And you want to take it personally, but it's like you stay here for fucking 9 days and have all this shit happen to you and get shit on all fucking day. You have that happen and then be like, oh yeah, I'll leave now. Are you fucking crazy?
Brian, how badly do you want to win this competition?
I need to win this competition. I don't want to fucking win this shit. I need
Jimmy
to
is
fucking
counting
win
numbers
this.
in his head.
Really fucking
1
bad.
Jimmy, 2, Jimmy 3, Jimmy 4, Jimmy 5, Jimmy 7, Jimmy 8, Jimmy 9, Jimmy 10 little Jimmys.
I'm sorry.
CK, do you still love Brian?
Of course I do.
Do you think that do you think that he is the man that you want to spend your life with? Is he your life partner in your mind?
Feels like it.
Or is it just, do you just need some measure of security? Are you just grasping at something that's familiar?
I've tried so many times to try to get over you, Brian.
I know.
I don't know.
I mean, that's the way like a fat person talks about food addiction. Like, is Brian being in your life long term, is that something that's going to make you like a fully actualized person? Is it going to make you like a complete, are you going to have a good life if he's the one that you go with?
I think so, but that was the reason why we broke up back in September and I moved out, because we felt like how we are right now, it wasn't gonna work out. That we both needed shit we had to work on, and that's why I decided to separate. And then maybe talk about it later down the road when we grow more.
What do you think, Brian? Is this the woman that you want to spend the rest of your life with?
You know what? Like, you want to be perfectly honest? Or probably not, in the sense of like we keep breaking up over and over again. Like, do I want to do that the rest of my fucking life? Do I want to like sign papers and like pay for a big fucking wedding and get the fucking government involved when shit doesn't go wrong? Like, I mean, like come the fuck on.
How do you feel, CK?
I feel horrible.
Like, why would you show up? Like, God, that top 3 dumbest things you've ever done is coming on here. Like, this is insane of you to do.
Cole, you raised your hand earlier. Were you going to say something?
Yes.
And by the way, guys, one of the understandings that we have here, you don't have to raise your hand. You can just interject at any time. So please, just jump in.
Okay, so what you're doing here is essentially gambling, right? So instead, well, you're gambling because you're gambling for the prize, the grand prize, right? So instead of gambling, I think, and this is not because I don't like you, this is because what you should do, the rational thing, is you should go rekindle, because you're obviously made for each other, and in a good way, and
yeah, definitely made it like that.
You can both build your lives up, and maybe you can go back to college for like 1 or 2 years to get a different.
With what money, man? That's why I'm fucking here.
That's a good.
That could
That's
wait.
a
See, like
Every
solution you bring up to me, I'm like, with what money?
Yeah, because I did say you should move. But
And I was like, with what money? Like, this is what I'm saying, man. Like, I'm here for a fucking reason. Like, this is make it or break it for me at this fucking point, man.
Do you have any family? Well, we shouldn't talk about that.
Yeah, like what the Jesus fucking
Are
Christ.
you listening?
Like I'm just like I keep trying to like you, Cole. Like you gotta like tone yourself down.
Cole,
Like talk
you
to
should
other
take her
people.
home, bro.
You can't always just like you can't just constantly try to like big dog everybody in every fucking conversation.
That's what you do.
Is that what I do?
And hey, we're not even talking about me. We're talking about her.
Well, all right.
Okay.
Does anyone here feel like I big dog them in conversations? Cole's obviously gonna feel that way. Does anyone here feel that way?
No.
Because I feel like when I talk to all of you guys, I'm pretty fucking genuine. I get I fucked up with you. That's fine. We can talk about that later, whatever the fuck. But the whole point is like I think I'm pretty genuine with all of you
I'm
guys.
genuine to this part of the room. Over here, it's these two.
That's fine.
But we're okay. Like we can move on and do other things.
Like yeah.
And again, it's not even about me. I just had one thing to say, and so I've said it.
You said it, yeah. It's gambling, but like, okay, I'd rather take a fucking gamble than like going back for the sure thing where I'm just gonna fuck up more.
But if you fail to gamble, your life will be even worse.
Yeah, probably, man. But you know what?
So can yours.
Like Cole, you know, I'm so happy for you that like you have had a good life. Like I am really sincerely happy for you for that. Not everyone in this fucking room has had that.
I have more money. My social life is worse.
Cole, with all due respect, a lot of us find it really easy because we've already had to get over the hurdle of like our own issues personally, and that's what's been driving a bunch of people cuckoo. And it's nothing against you personally. I can see that like you really are trying, but it's like, Cole, I'm gonna be real with you. I would set myself on fire right fucking now if I could have your life, because it's like you didn't have to deal with strangers and authority figures always fucking you up, always getting in and saying, oh, he's doing good. We're going to take away all this fucking time from him. We're going to completely fuck his mental state to the point where he is in a fucking animalistic state, and then treat him like a subhuman animal for the most of his life until enough strangers come forward and say, what the fuck are you doing to your son?
It's a valid point. I'm not even mad at that.
No, as again,
I don't even get pulled over, for example, but when I do, it's like, oh, good day. Go on your way.
Well, there's a lot worse than being pulled over, but you don't want to know. I swear to you upon what little I hold dear, that there are some fates that, well, I wouldn't say worst enemies, they absolutely deserve it, but I would certainly not want you to go through even a fucking 5% of what I've fucking been through.
I don't want to either.
You like, yeah.
Cole, it seems like people in here resent you for having an easier life than them. How does that make you feel?
No, that's not it at all.
Well, please correct me.
I wouldn't say it's resenting.
It's not resenting, it's more so the fact that he has an easy life. I've been in his case where it's like you look at people who are getting bitches, getting money, getting friends, and you feel envious, but you can't just sit there and be pissed at them. You have to think to yourself, what are they doing that I'm not? I still can't get bitches, really. Like, yeah, my body count's bigger than my fucking age. I don't know how the fuck that happened in the span of like 10 and a half years, what fucking ever. And like, I'm still fucking learning. I'm still fucking learning, because I was born with like genetics where everyone will look at me and be like, yo, this man's clearly a fucking serial killer because of Hollywood. And it's like, I always have to fucking prove myself to strangers. I just look and sound scary. It's not resentment as to how good of a life he has at home and how much his family loves him and takes care of him. It is more so the fact that his solutions are very petty, they're very materialistic, when in reality, the real solutions that Cole needs need to come from within himself, so that he can look in the mirror and say, okay, this is how I'm fucking up. It's going to be brutal. It's going to suck. But by God, I swear to you upon what little I hold dear, that is the fucking truth, Cole. You have all the strength in the fucking world. You have all the fucking money.
I'm not even mad.
No, I understand. I'm not saying you're mad. But it's like, again, you just have to, it's like, it's not, you just have to get over your own personal hurdles, your own personal flaws, and you have to be honest with yourself. Don't mention them here. Don't mention them here. Do not mention them here. But you have to talk to yourself in your head. You have to figure out, yo, this is how I'm fucking up. Think about all the different fuck-ups you had. Use your hindsight. It's gonna suck. I fucking hate having to use hindsight because I relived that shit in 4 fucking D. And each time I think, wow, I really shouldn't have trusted my own fucking mother half the time. And that's not to be a woe, it's me, but I hope that got through to you.
I wouldn't even call it resentment, man. It is just like a matter of you don't seem to know how to talk to people. Like you're very used to what I would imagine is like your own social circle, like no shit. But, like I imagine many of your friends are also like wealthy and they have families that love them and they have all this shit. Like you, like I don't know how surrounded you are by people like this. I'm not saying everyone's life here is all fucked up, but like obviously we're here, so things aren't going that great.
Well, remember, I went to a public school. I hung out. Why do you think
So did I.
Well, why do you think I was a fan? Like I watched humor like this and hung out with people that were like you.
Okay.
When I was younger, right?
Right.
But so then I went to the private school. I didn't fit in with them as much as I wanted to desperately. So.
Private school kids are a bunch of cunts. Trust me, you're better off without them. I went to private school too.
But you're not wrong. I mean,
yeah, like it's not even like again, it's literally not resentment towards you. I've tried. Like how many times have I shook your hand and like tried to actually like you? Here's a lighter. Right. It's just like, dude, you just don't. I don't know. You just don't really seem to understand like what other people have to go through. Like it's a joke to you. It's not like people like. It's not
it
a joke.
is a show.
Well, it is a show, but like to you, it's a joke. Like these people's personal lives. Like it can be a joke to the fucking fans.
And maybe this is something I should say is that I can't tell when you're joking about it or not.
Well, maybe take this seat right here, Cole, so you're more away from him.
I'm glad you can't tell. That's fucking fantastic. Thank you for letting. Like that's actually great that you can't fucking tell.
Here you go.
That works out for me in the long run of something like this. But the other thing too is though, it's like you think I would make up a bunch of shit that's like humiliating.
It's a strategy to.
That's a really fucked up strategy unless you're like guaranteed to win. Like that's a crazy fucking move, man.
Yeah.
Do you think their envy is warranted, Cole?
I was gonna hand you that, but you didn't have a cigarette.
I guess yeah.
Thank you.
Do you take it as envy or self-pity?
So themselves pitying themselves?
Correct.
Both, but more. Both.
I promise you, I don't envy you because you've never once tried to be like, yo. You've never tried to force your morality on me. And you're not like one of the fucking cons on the internet all the fucking time demanding that everything be censored, everything be boring, that everything be expensive. Like there is good in you. If there wasn't good in you, believe me, you have no fucking clue about
Wait, Jimmy, would you say you have no fucking clue what?
What I would have done to you by now.
What would you have done to him?
That's classified.
Okay. If what?
If I truly envied you like you think I do, because it takes my strong suit's wrath if we're going to like the deadly sins. But like if for someone to make me envy them and want to be like, you know what, I'm gonna turn you to a fucking Stephen Hawking, you have to go above and beyond fucked up.
Well, if someone would turn you into Stephen Hawking?
Then I would turn to Stephen Hawking.
Go pee real quick.
You would turn into Stephen Hawking?
No, I would turn the person who I'm envious of into a Stephen Hawking because they're that horrible and they need to learn what it means to suffer in this life.
Do you know what envy? Envy means like jealousy.
Yes, and when you have a bunch of spoiled cunts who get to live off of mommy and daddy's money, still get to live at the parents' home, can get on a fuck ton of heroin, and their parents won't even treat them like a subhuman animal, and like still let them stay at home. It's like, no, you want to fucking bitch about like how your life is so sad. You get to fucking tour around to Japan, take all
You raise your hand.
I'd like to say that not everyone who even has a little bit of money is like that. My parents are more like Asian immigrant style, like they'd beat me if I did any.
No, believe me, like I always told my friends, like my parents are rich, I'm not fucking rich, I'm in the same.
I've met people though where they can get there's a son. Well, I shouldn't say that. Well, I should. There's a son of an extremely powerful guy I know in Arkansas, and he just like smokes crack. And his dad just does nothing. You know, they're
no, exactly. That's the
people.
That's the people I'm talking about. The people who have the audacity to then turn to like people like me, you, everyone here, and just be like, "Oh yeah, my life is oh so sad. Let me just make everyone else's life shit because I can't get over myself."
But you would be envious of this person?
The spoiled fucking brat. Yes.
You would want to like switch places with them?
In the sense where I can do infinitely better with the resources they have. Yes. Like my life would be fucking fixed. I wouldn't have to deal with nonstop flashbacks.
Okay, but you wouldn't want to be a crackhead.
No, I would not. I would not be smoking crack. It's
Use
like
stuff.
I would take the golden cards they have, and I would play them right.
Got it.
Cup.
I mean, I would imagine, what would you do with the cards that Cole's been dealt?
Well, I mean, for one thing, obviously my parents beat the shit out of me a fuck ton of times too, and I've been to like shit schools, but it would have been like, again, it seems like your parents just really want you to go pursue an education. And honestly, trust me, like I went to college for fucking retards. I can give you the name before you leave the show. And trust me, it's easy where as long as like you fucking try the work and you do your best and you just like go up to the teachers and be like, yo, I really don't fucking get this. Can you help fucking babysit me through it? Because they understand that like a lot of it's bullshit and that you're going through a hard life. You get like yourself a fucking business degree, your parents will be fucking proud of you. You'd also probably be able to get like some fucking ideas and be like, yo, yeah, I want to go do this, mom and dad, and like you prove to work for them, and they'd actually support them. Whereas I can fucking show my parents where a stash of gold is. They'd call me a fucking retard, then they'd smack themselves and go, oh, Jimmy, did you know there's a stash of gold here that old Grandma Winkletits found? It's like, yeah, you fucking retard, I kept telling you where it fucking was. You didn't fucking listen to me. Because people on the fucking TV kept telling you my whole fucking life that I'm some sort of monster. Because I like violent humor. I like to watch fucking action movies. I like video games and shit like that. It's like, you never fucking listened to me. You never fucking listened to me until a bunch of fucking strangers said, do you realize how fucking lucky you are that your son had the fucking brains to say, I'm not gonna deal drugs. I'm not gonna do hard drugs. I'm not gonna be a fucking scumbag. I'm gonna go out and try to make friends and actually be nice to people. I'm gonna treat people nice when I first meet them. I'm not gonna talk shit and then act like some moral fucking superior figure.
Jimmy, shut up. 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 Jimmy, shut up.
Lighter.
Do you feel like you've been unfairly persecuted throughout your life?
Oh, no fucking doubt.
Have you gotten over it?
Yes and no, because I'm owed a lot of fucking money. If it was anyone else in my shoes, there would have been a fucking media circus. They would have made fucking bank. But because it's me and my sister that went through it, no one gives a fuck. Well, people give more of a fuck about my sister than they do me, but that's another fucking story. Including the fucking folks. Like, still to this day. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, being able to submit yourself to a fucking mental hospital and having family still visiting, saying like, oh, you poor baby. There's still none of that shit for me. Still none of that shit. It's like pulling teeth just to have them like actually help out. Even though I certainly got the worst shit hand of the stick, it wasn't until I moved out that they started using you as a punching bag. Isn't that right, sister? Didn't fucking believe me until it was too fucking late.
Hold on, I need a new lighter.
And you died and had to be fucking revived. I can't even, they get pissed off every time I even try to help my sister regain her fucking memories. How fucked is that? It's not my fucking fault that my sister regaining her memories would make her realize, yeah, wow, you guys have been keeping a lot of fucked up shit from me that, I lost because you stupidly listened to a bunch of Mormon niggers who said, oh yeah, hey, your daughter just got revived after she successfully killed herself at Eva Carlson Academy. The place I told my mom and stepdad, yo, don't send her there, she's gonna fucking kill herself. Because I know what those places are fucking like. And then you decided to listen to some Mormon nigger who said, oh yeah, let's give her electroshock therapy. Oh yeah, send her to elevations where they force kids to commit sexual acts on the fucking staff to get like basic human rights, where they still savagely beat children and throw them into a solitary confinement room, no food, no nothing. Lights are on 24/7. It has not changed since the time there's fucking island view. And then me and my sister get out of it, and everyone still fucking calls us privileged for our fucking skin color even though we're mutts. So any racial supremacy group takes over, we're fucking dead. Because anyone who did their fucking homework would know, like, racial supremacists, they fucking hate mutts. They fucking hate mutts. You can look at all the old interviews of the Klansmen, the fucking black nationalists, what fucking ever. They all fucking hate mutts. Look at what happened to Haiti. They got rid of the white people. What did they do next? They murdered all the fucking mutts. That's why that place is a cursed shithole. That's why I have very little sympathy for that fucking place.
You were made to stay in that place?
I had to go to Aspiro and another place called At the Crossroads. Second place didn't even provide food. Roommate was a food thief. Mormons, when you make it clear you have no interest in converting to Mormonism, they treat you like a subhuman animal. Utah is the one true police state of this country. Of course, none of the cops are bastards, faggots really care about that. And by the way, Mr. Marine, where your shoes melted when you were doing like the fucking knee for George Floyd? Yeah, while you're doing that, my sister and a bunch of other kids were being beaten and sexually molested at elevations. Come fight me, you fucking pogue. Come fight me. Yeah, I know that's a slur to you faggots. You're a fucking faggot. You're a fucking pogue. You're a piece of shit. You don't deserve to be in the fucking military. They should have fucking executed you. You fucking faggot. You think that fucking shit hurt? You think that fucking shit hurt? You give me 10 fucking minutes to put you through what those kids at elevations were going through. Right down the fucking road. Right down the fucking road, and you faggots did nothing. You faggots did nothing. You'll fucking want to kill yourself. You fucking think boot camp was hard? That was jack fucking shit. You're getting paid for that. You're getting fucking paid for that. Me and the rest of the faggots get nothing. We get that faggot fucking whore Paris fucking Hilton trying to make herself the fucking spokesperson for shutting the places down. You're doing nothing, Paris. You're doing fucking nothing. It's all a vanity project. You think I can't fucking pick up on that shit? Why the fuck do you think they're letting you talk to Congress? Because you're not gonna do shit. You don't know how to do shit. Now you and all your fucking circle jerk care about fucking neo-pronouns and other faggot shit. Fucking stupid cunt. You and Bad Barbie need to get the fucking Ted Bundy treatment at this point, because that's gonna wake you the fuck up. Should have fucking put me in charge. I would have had these places shut the fuck down, or have had all the fucking employees sent to prison for life. Life. General fucking population. You make it clear these are motherfuckers that target kids. Pimp them out for whatever fucking commissary you feel like. Stupid faggots. All of you.
What's up, Pogue?
It's essentially like a slur to the military. It's like, you really ain't shit. You're like lower than the fucking reserves. It's like, get fucked.
Out of curiosity, how's that spelled?
P-O-G. Pogue.
I thought it was P-O-G-U-E.
I thought it was poke. I thought it was poked.
No,
Have you guys seen
Pogue.
Outer Banks, that TV show?
You're an accent. It's nice.
It does. It stands for something. It's like an acronym, but yeah, it's like the big military slur. Like, you don't call someone a pogue unless it's like that's big fighting words. But it's like, no, that faggot's a fucking pogue. I really don't care. I don't even care if he saw combat. He's still a fucking pogue. You got all those kids being molested right down the street in multiple programs. Still couldn't do anything. Couldn't be fucking bothered to stop them. Your cops literally shot a fucking 14-year-old autistic kid for running away from home. You couldn't even be bothered to do that, to do anything about that. It's all for fucking vanity and appearance. And it's like, that's a funny fucking thing. Like, I've been so fucking used to everyone being after me, so it's like, Antifa and all those other faggots. Who, by the way, I'm being dead serious after the show, win or lose. You guys want names of all the riders who hurt you? I have all the names, I have all the addresses of motherfuckers that have been fucking with me my whole fucking life. Never suffered a day in their fucking life, except when they decide to stupidly do heroin or Xanax or some shit. I'll fucking give you the names and faces, you can go fucking rate them, because they're the same ones you see posting online saying that, like, white people deserve nothing, property is fucking theft. So it's like, yeah, steal everything from them. Don't let their tears fucking make you stop either. Fucking Game Grumps gave 1.5 million to bail out the rioters. And what they give to you guys, the victims of those riots? Nothing. Nothing. Steal everything from those faggots. Steal everything from those fucking sellout faggots. Fight me, Aaron Hansen, you fucking bitch. You piece of shit. I'll take your tablet, I'll make you fucking eat it. Don't even get me started what I'll fucking do to you, Danny. I swear to fucking Christ. You fucking think your life is hard, I will put you through a nightmare you cannot possibly fathom in 15 minutes time.
Put him through a nightmare he can't refuse. Godfather.
Anybody have who's? Let's get some comments on what Jimmy's saying. Taylor, why don't you comment on what Jimmy just said?
Taylor, what are you thinking, man?
Well, I was thinking, like, before you said the shit with Paris Hilton and Bad Baby.
Here, come sit across from Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you're loud.
Alright. So I did think that, like, before you mentioned Paris Hilton and Bad Baby, I was thinking, like, damn, are you talking about the ranch? Like, the ranch?
The Diamond Ranch? Yeah, that's one of them.
No, I mean, like, Dr. Phil Ranch. Is that Dr. Phil Ranch?
Dr. Phil sent Bad Barbie to one of these places, so yeah, Dr. Phil's
That's what I
indeed.
thought. And, like, the shit where they get stuck in the woods and shit. Okay.
Wellness therapy.
That was my thought, really, like,
Yeah,
like, holy fuck.
Elon Academy, like that boarding school that's a cult, there's like that big documentary on YouTube. And like Just look it up. I keep trying to explain to those retards. It's like, yo, these places are still open. Elon Academy isn't even the fucking worst. They'd make the kids, they would single out a kid and make the others beat the shit out of them. If you smile to anyone without permission, like you were denied food and like fucking punished.
Oh, I believe it.
And like
I'm
the
not
fucking
saying
and like the owners all got away with it. That's why I'm serious. Like the main cops aren't gonna care. Let's have a big reunion of all the Elon Academy staff. The main cops aren't gonna fucking care, bro. There's so much. Maine is like of all the states, it like has the most untouched nature. The cops in Paris, Maine aren't gonna care. They're gonna fucking understand. And guess what? We can put them on pikes while they're still alive at Elon Academy. Fucking remind everyone, this shit's gonna stop now. You're either gonna we're gonna make these motherfuckers want to go to prison for their own fucking safety by the time we're done with them.
Yeah, those are my thoughts really though, like, just like, holy shit. Like,
But like, yeah, so Bad Barbie and Paris Hilton went there, but it's like, they keep making themselves a center of attention, which gives the rest of us a bad rep, because it's like, let's face it, they were spoiled fucking brats.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the bulk of us weren't. We were just born to like rich, retarded, abusive parents, pretty much. Now, my dad did finally learn after he talked to some friends where it's like, oh yeah, by the way, Utah really is that fucked up. Your son's not lying.
well, I mean, if the Mormons are allowed to settle there, then I'm pretty sure
That was a
anybody
cult
can.
that should have been wiped out from the get-go.
Well, that's why they're in Utah.
They're
Yeah,
everywhere,
keep
but
that
even
everywhere.
like I said, like you fucking want the truth about Mormons, go interview the Jack Mormons of Wyoming. They know about the evils of that fucking place. The Jack Mormons are chill, they drink and they smoke. They don't fucking knock you out. And like I said, all the Mormons outside of Utah and Idaho, they all look at them and it's like, wow, no wonder people fucking hate us.
Sorry, when
No,
you
very
yawn
good.
on you. But those are my thoughts really. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really have any other thoughts.
Who's your? Let's change the topic here. Who do you trust the least in the competition right now?
I mean, honestly, because it is a competition and I know, like, we're all here to compete, I really don't trust, like, anybody fully. But no offense, like, I don't trust you. Like, like, not, like, I'm not saying, like, I don't absolutely, like, zero trust, but I'm just
Cole,
saying,
can you swap
like,
with Trish seats real quick?
What did I do?
I mean, there have just been a
I've
lot
done
of
a lot,
moments. I mean, there's just been a lot of moments where, like, you're MIA, and I'm like, damn, like, where's Cole in the middle of all this? Like, it's not, it's like nothing personal, dude, but it's just like, you know, and after everything with, like, whoever the fuck got in my bag that had my underwear in it.
That was actually not me.
Do you know who that was?
No,
And how do you know it wasn't you?
Because I didn't do it.
I mean, but, like, I don't give a fuck who did it. I'm just saying, like, it was weird, it was uncomfortable and uncalled for, and I'm just putting it out there for everybody that just really put me on my toes. I mean, I was already on my toes to begin with.
I've done a
like,
lot of mischievous things. I
Yeah.
did not do that.
I mean,
I did.
it just,
I
like-
did on Megan's. I regretted it. I only messed with Megan once.
You messed with Megan's underwear. But
No. I threw.
Cole,
What was it?
Cole, we're giving you. You have a chance now to come clean about the Taylor underwear thing, and you won't be judged for it.
I actually did not.
Okay.
Seriously. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, and even then, it's like I don't give a fuck like who did it specifically. It's just like don't fuck with my underwear. Like that's. It's,
I don't know. What does it mean?
no, but like you laugh. Like
Yeah, because it's fucking. It's crazy that you have to ask that, and also like Cole. I just said you have a chance to like fess up to it, and nobody's gonna judge you, and you're still like, it wasn't me.
Because it wasn't.
So he's still like that as if he did?
Hey, if we can go around and say
You're
other
saying
things, I'll
still
tell
like
you
that
if I
as he
did it.
Oh, I figured. I mean, and even then, like, even if it was you that did it, bro, I really don't give a fuck. Just, like, don't fucking touch my underwear, man. Like, you had to dig through my back. I mean, but you have your palms up. Like, I watch Criminal Psychology.
Because
like,
you all think that I did it. You know, I don't like accusations.
I mean,
even though I'm
I
doing
get
a lot of
that. I
stuff
get
around the
that.
house.
I get that, but I'm just saying, like, it definitely put me on my toes even further than I was. I mean, I just don't appreciate people touching my fucking underwear. Like, it could literally be anything else other than my crochet
Like,
shit.
can
Like,
you explain
I mean-
how it even went? Because I didn't even ask. You're under, like it was moved. And
I mean,
from its
because you
place
were,
to the
I mean, you
bag?
were real quiet too when all of it went down. Like,
I'm quiet most of the time. I have my moods. Sometimes I'm really quiet.
and I get
Sometimes I'm
that.
lively.
Like, everybody needs their private time, but like, you did know where my spandex were, even though I cleaned the entire kitchen that night before.
Check the camera! Check the camera! I was walking down there getting water. They were on the floor. I put them on top of the fridge
I was awake.
because I didn't want them on the floor.
I mean, but like.
You don't leave clothes on the floor.
And I didn't wear that at all while I've been here. But, and even then, like, I don't really give a fuck. I just don't fuck with liars or thieves. And I just, you know, that's really all I gotta say.
Okay, well, I didn't do
And
it,
I'm
so I
not-
can't say anything else.
And
I don't know what to tell
I'm
you.
not trying to start shit, man. Like, you're getting real worked up. Like, I'm really not trying to start shit.
Okay,
Like,
all right.
I'm chill. Like, it's fucking water under the bridge, man. But like,
Cole, for what it's worth, I think denying the panty accusations is the right
Taylor,
call.
shut the fuck up.
I do.
Because I didn't do it. Like,
Nah. Okay. Why were you moved to tears?
I'm kind of an angry crier, so like, it just, and I've had fucked up shit happen to me in the past.
Like what?
Just really personal things that I'd rather not.
Lay it all out there.
Well, I've had people like fuck with my underwear before, and be really gross to me sexually, that I would rather not deal with that kind of shit, and like, I'm putting my foot down about it.
I know this is personal, but could you just make sure you're looking at Cole?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I just answered Ben's question. So.
Just tell
But
Cole
like,
about
I just, like, I've been fucked with sexually, and like, people fucking with my underwear, and
I'm not laughing at you. I was laughing at his reaction.
I didn't
I'm so
think you
sorry.
were- I
I
didn't
promise
think
I'm
you were
not laughing at you.
I didn't think you were
I'm not gonna look at Cole's face. 'cause I
But
can't.
I just, you know, I just don't fuck with that kind of shit, man, and like, I don't stand for it, and that was why I was crying, because I was so fucking pissed that
well, the
I had
audience
nobody-
knows, and in due time,
Well,
everyone here
and,
will know.
And you know, that's
That I did
cool.
not do
That's
that.
cool,
Like,
man.
Megan,
That's
I
whatever,
put, what was it again? It was like applesauce or whatever. I threw that all in the bunk room. That was all me. I put spinach in bedroom too. That was me. I'm not the panty guy.
I'm not. I didn't
Okay.
even know about the spinach, bro. Like,
Yeah,
see,
I
like,
guess I cleaned it.
it's not that deep. Like, I really don't give a fuck.
Me
I just,
spinach?
I just don't want people touching my underwear. That's the number one thing. And like, the reason I was moved to tears, Ben, is just because of what I said. Of like, I've had a fucked up past in that sense that I don't fuck with that, and I'm gonna stand up for myself and not let that shit happen at all. Like, I'm not even gonna let it slide once. That's why I got so pissed and came out to everybody and said that. That's the only thing.
That's completely understandable. And I know it's fun and games. We're kind of messing with each other and stuff. I got to remind everybody though, Cole, there is a line where you can't sexually harass people. Okay.
Oh, and it's what? And I didn't. I didn't feel.
I haven't even been close.
I know you didn't. I know Cole didn't. Whatever.
I sat next to you on the couch like once.
And I'm not saying you did, dude. He's the one that fucking said that, not me. Like, I'm just saying,
Well, tell whoever you need to tell that they can't sexually harass you.
Okay, I mean, I feel like it's pretty asserted at this point.
Message received, Cole?
I mean...
Cools? Oh, boy!
Yeah, like, and it's nothing personal, bro. Like, it's a fucking competition.
That's
I get it. But, like...
Shinji needs the floor.
Yeah, man. Shinji, you take the floor.
What do you mean?
Floor.
You gotta say something, Shinji.
Oh my god.
You can't just be a handsome, quiet type the whole show. You gotta say some shit.
Okay, so like, what do you want to know about me? Like, why I'm so kind, or like, why I'm so strong like that? Why I'm so smart? Everyone wants to know about that, I think. Cause yeah, no doubt, yeah, I know that I'm smart because like everyone got me like because I'm smart. Yeah, and also yeah, that I'm
A little
here.
louder, Shinji.
Okay. I'm here to the money, exactly. Money, because my parents divorced like when I was fourth grade. Then yeah, my dad never cared about me. even if financially, even I passed good university, like he always wanted until the graduate, until they divorce, like you're going to the good school and you're gonna be doctor. But after they divorce, he never gets shit about me. He doesn't care about me. So like that. Then my mom is then I became like single mother family, but not wealthy so much, but not poor. It's like lower middle class now, my family. But yeah, even though like my mom tried to get effort, but she's kind of not smart. She never understand my feeling. Like, so I got bullied in the middle school, like from the girls because I'm smart. Like I never effort to the classes, but I got very high score, like top 10 in the middle school. So that's why no one likes me. And also I belong to the kendo club. So but I was weakest because everyone had experience except for me. So that's why like everyone get bullied, like even the club activity and classroom. But my mom never care about me, never care about that. So that's why she said like, why don't you go to school? Like, why don't you? What's your problem? Like, I'm doing well. Like, but my feeling is not because if I go to school, get bullied me, and yeah. So that's why like, oh, she never understood me. So that's why like, that's the beginning of I trust no one, even the family, my friends, because yeah, I have friends, but they boys always like teasing me like, hey, like nerd, like I know you never get the chicks like that, yeah. It's kind of like joke for the like men's, like, but my heart was almost broken because I got bullied in the club and the classroom, and also boys never care about me so much. So yeah, that timing, like yeah, as I said in before Christmas, yeah. Oh my God, it's not my world. I'm not the main character in this world because. So yeah, that timing I became the clown, like the clown. I try to be nice for everyone because if I try to be nice for everyone, maybe I hope like everyone treat me like well, but it never happened until.
And they just used you.
Yeah.
The same hero. Yeah.
Trisha also got bullied for being the smartest in school.
Yeah, that timing I started to focus on the how make the virtual real world like Matrix and so on, like that's crazy, but there is the only way to escape from the world, this shitty world. Yeah,
it's through entertainment.
Yeah,
that's why it's the main thing that I keep saying is like you want people to be happy.
Yeah,
make things cheap again, allow for fun cheap carnivals again.
Yeah,
and for God's sake just let people who know how to make good entertainment, just let them do it. Just so that way people can forget about the bullshit, if only for a moment.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I start to doing the very academic stuff very well. Yeah. But my mother, she doesn't graduate the university. She just graduated high school, so she doesn't know about any academic thing. She doesn't speak English. She doesn't know anything about me. But yeah, she just effort. I know she's doing her best, but it's not for me actually. Yeah, even though I graduate, after the community college, even I passed very high ranked university. Hey mom, I got the very good university, but she never cared about us. She just said, I still remember, no one celebrate I passed the UCLA, but she just said oh, so how much does it take? Yeah, it's about money, over the money. Yeah, because even I have any skills and good personality, if I don't have money, it doesn't mean nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm here. Then yeah, as I said, why I started porn actor, why I started prostitute, because yeah, somehow I got the girlfriend because my friends also care about. Some of my friends care about me, so then he introduced the girl, his girlfriend sister. Then we start dating, but actually I don't know how to love people. I don't know how to dating. That's why, because I was get bullied and my inferior feelings about the girl is never fixed my how to date, because and also I never saw how parents good at the like relationship. So I don't know how the family is, usual family is. Yeah.
It's how you see the other good families are.
Survival in the tank is the recognition, exploration, and integration of one's shadow. Told Dr. X, season pass holder.
You're doing really great. The way you're able to speak
Sociopath.
openly in front of everyone about the problems you're experiencing here. You're doing a really good job. Keep it up. I'd love to hear you talk more in the circle. Sorry that you've gone through things, but I hope your time here is enjoyable and you're doing great.
Thanks.
Hope you're feeling good.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
You guys can get back to it.
TJ, thoughts on the other boys in class breaking Shinji's heart?
That's sad, Shinji. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, man. I'm sorry. I kind of
spaced out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. but since that happened to you, I'm sorry that happened to you, and I don't know. I hope you're having a better time now. Sorry about that, man.
It's okay, yeah. But yeah, now I'm like, yeah.
Brian, you need to get a job pouring concrete.
Look at you now.
Here.
Fuck these people.
Okay, anyway, yeah. But after I spent the as a the prostitute, yeah, I didn't live in my home. Like I spent like kind of dorm of the like co-workers. Like they also they're asshole, but they also struggle with the like everything like me. So that's why like we share every struggle, even doing the prostitute at the same time. Yeah, that was huge help for me because everyone has shit, everyone has struggle, everyone has like interfering. So, and also like I did experience a lot of things like threesome with Yakuza and like in the sex dungeon. Then yeah.
What about Yakuza and sex dungeon?
No. Like some Yakuza want to threesome with me, so that's why like I did with
Jimmy, because you got bumped there.
Yeah, but
Does that
after
mean
I
you're gay?
experienced the like extreme thing, yes, yeah, maybe I definitely get stronger because you know like I survived like some fatal situation. Yeah. I nearly dead sometime, but yeah, yeah. That's why like yeah. I'm kind of looks like invincible. Yeah.
Has anybody else in here experienced prostituting themselves?
Jimmy, you should probably just take a moment to tell the camera that the threats you made were a joke.
The threats I made were a joke.
To the camera, though.
The threats I made were a joke.
That was a routine that me and Jimmy worked out earlier for him to make a bunch of threats. I thought it would be funny. It was a joke that he made.
Yeah, it was a good prank, Judge.
It was a good prank, Jimmy. Anyway, back to prostituting. Anybody?
Does anybody have any kind words they'd like to share with Shinji?
Yeah. We have a lot more in common than you think. A lot of what you said, especially with like the girls being mean to you. Like I said, the cunts in my town who were so mean to me that they really helped me realize, you know, I think I know what made Ted Bundy now. Obviously I have no interest in killing a bunch of random people. But yeah, they were cruel to me once I got this voice. I was always called stalker, rapist, all this other vile shit every fucking day. And in America, I'd imagine in Japan it's similar. For some reason, my school thought it would be a good idea. Oh yeah, let's have Jimmy beat the class punching bag. Yeah. And it's like, every fucking time they do that, I'm just sitting there thinking, you really wonder why school shootings happen. You really wonder why Columbine happened. You really wonder why you have all these kids either killing themselves or killing other people. It's because of this shit. In fact, it takes out the key part of society where you allow the bully, the one who's being bullied all the time, to fight back against the bullies, and they bully the bully, and that's what kept things clean. That's what kept things clean for decades. But then when you take that out, it's like, that's when you get a bunch of people killing themselves or snapping and killing others.
Yeah. Most of the school like required like scapegoat like me.
Yeah.
Like yeah, my class teacher doesn't help me so much because like because they care about the girls, the smart girls. Yeah. So that's why like so teacher, parents, my classmates, like, no one like don't side with me.
And I also had to deal with my parents were It drove me nuts when I found this out in high school that both my parents were fucking idiots.
A little louder, Jimmy.
It drove me nuts in high school that both my parents were fucking idiots because I'd always get grounded just for getting so much as a C, and they kept kicking me in the fucking ass all the fucking time to get nothing but straight A's in school. And when I picked up piano, they fucking turned that into a job. And eventually I said, you know what, fuck it, I quit. Especially when I found out from like the more and more friends I made that, hey, yeah, the way your parents treat you is actual fucking dog shit. Don't let them tell you this is normal. It's not normal. It's not normal to be treated like the fucking house servant all the fucking time, and for them to force their life goals onto you. While it's like you're doing already infinitely better than they ever did because you chose to stay away from hard drugs. You didn't date a fucking coke dealer in college. And it's like you decided to like actually put your nose to the grindstone to like actually make something of your fucking life. And even then they still fucked me over. Well, Mother Dearest did because she forced me to go into some small college when I said, I don't want that. I don't want that because it's just going to be a repeat of high school and everyone's going to know each other. I'm going to fucking fail. And guess what? I was fucking right, wasn't I, Mother?
Has anyone else in here experienced parental abuse? Or is that just Jimmy? You have?
I mean...
You have? Talk about it.
Well, my dad's a veteran, so he's got a lot of PTSD, and he was just really hard on me. I mean, not like physically, he was just really verbally rough on me, but, yeah.
What would he say?
I mean, he would just yell at me about my grades and, like, with the softball thing.
What's the softball thing?
Well, I played softball for like 10 years, and he was really forceful about it at times.
My dad was the same way. He would try to force me to play team sports, and it's like, I fucking hate team sports.
Well, it's not that I didn't enjoy it, it was just that he, like, pushed me really hard with it. Like, I didn't really have a social life because of it. He was just really hard on me verbally, but...
Yeah.
I get it because he has a lot of his own problems. That it was, you know, he never married or anything like he never married anybody while I was living with him. Like, he never focused on that. He always focused on me, which I'm very thankful for. But he was just really verbally hard on me. That's really the only thing.
Same here.
Trish, why don't you pop in?
Pull up closer to the circle there. Close it in there.
What'd you go through, Trish? Tell everybody.
Growing up, I really felt like my dad was...
You gotta go louder, Trish.
My dad was verbally and sometimes physically abusive. Growing up, he would comment...
Probably gotta be a little louder, everybody.
Okay. Growing up, like, I would say around, like, middle school, I would try to experiment with, like, makeup and, like, clothing, and it would be sometimes, like, I'd wear skirts or something, or I'd wear lipstick, and my dad would call me a slut or something along the lines. So, like, he grew up very differently because he grew up in the Philippines, and, like, my grandma was...
Teeny bit louder there, but sorry.
My grandma was really hard on him, so, like, and also me being the oldest, like, they had higher standards for me. So I felt like I got a lot of it. He was just really hard on me, and, like, me and him butt heads a lot of the times. And there was a point in time where my grades were, like, bad at one point, so I got pulled out of school, and, like, I was basically homeschooled for, like, a large portion of, like, my school life. And so, like, I feel like that's why I have, like, really bad social skills, and maybe my priorities were not on point at the time. But yeah, my parents were just pretty hard on me for a lot of my lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, the main thing growing up, my family, so from ages like 1 to 17, I only saw my dad like a total of 2 years. Like he was always on tour or always getting deployed somewhere. And like my mom really hated that aspect of her life. Like they met in the Army, and you know, he said he would retire when she did, but he didn't. He stayed in, and she went back to civilian life, and she really like had resentment for him for that. And I'm a lot like my dad. I look like my dad. I act like my dad. I talk like my dad. So if anything went wrong, it was my fault immediately, because she, you know, he wasn't there for her to yell at, so I got it instead. So that was always tough growing up, knowing that like at any moment, like the ball could drop and then like everything would just go to shit just because I'm in the room and look like him. So that was always a really tough thing to grow up with. Like you know, you start to recognize footsteps, all that kind of shit. Like you know how to like make yourself scarce. Yeah, no, you learn how to just not be there, and then like that's definitely affected our relationship now. Like I love my mom to death, like I always will, like she's my fucking mother, you know, but it just becomes this thing where you miss out on a lot of the love you could have had as a kid because they were angry at somebody else, and that's tough sometimes.
Yeah, my mom would always anytime my dad caught her doing something fucked, she'd always take her anger out on me, and it got to the point where like she just enjoyed getting me in trouble with him. And after the divorce, my dad did finally realize, oh wait, that really was your mother, because that fucking bitch would dig through my phone, anything. She would try to find any fucking reason to stick dad after me.
I would wake up all the time with my mom trying to go through my shit and have my phone like locked out before.
We're gonna switch it up here.
But Brian, Cole's mom bought a Corvette.
What does that have to do with it?
Oh my god.
That's basically child abuse, Cole.
Yeah. That money could have went towards you. The Windsor Corvette instead.
Sorry, Ben, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna suggest that we mix it up and do an exercise for a little bit. So this is what we're gonna do. We're going to put each other in one another's shoes, and we'll see how you guys would react as one another in hypothetical situations. Okay. So let's start with Cole. If you were CK, if you were in CK's shoes and you heard everything that Brian had told her earlier, how would you proceed?
I think we should have them close their eyes when they talk about it too.
Agreed. And you would have to close your eyes while you.
Can we have an understand where we close our eyes when we're talking through someone else's?
Okay.
persona?
So if I was CK Caroline and I had heard all that, what I would do is try my hardest to make amends with Brian and try and stick it out and improve. Because to start things over again with a whole other person, and again, I'm not the best to give advice, but I'm just going to say that you've already been together, you know each other obviously very well, and it's worth another shot.
Now do a speech as CK attempting to win back Brian's affection.
Okay. Brian, you're very tall and you have blue eyes, good genetics, and we can build a good life together, and we can go back to Michigan, and we have each other, we know each other very well, we have the same life outlook, the same morality.
You have to bring up Michigan J Frog. The Michiganders love that.
I don't know what that is, but
Just we can dance with Michigan J Frog.
we can dance with Michigan J Frog. We can take trips to what's it called? Mackinac Island. You know, it's a great vacation. And the chemistry between you, I see. Like we can all.
Cole, you're trying to win his love back. Come on.
Oh, Brian. No, they won't deal drugs. That's about no.
But Jimmy, don't give him funny advice.
Yeah, let's let Cole do this.
Okay, so I need to win him back.
Yes.
So that involves crying.
Or whatever. You got to put yourself in his shoes or her shoes.
Brian, why did you do that to me? Why did you go on the show? You left me, and it was you. It was you. And okay, maybe it was me as well, but well, we're both to blame. But we need another shot. So now we're on the show. We'll stick together on the show for a bit. But after the show, we're getting back together. We'll scrounge up whatever little money, or we'll figure something out, and we'll start anew. And what other options do we have? I've seen all the lovey-dovey stuff between you two. Well, we have all the lovey-dovey stuff between us, and we're meant to be. It's so obvious, you know. You might be able to get other ladies, but with me, you feel differently about me. You love me.
There. Okay, now Jimmy, as Brian, how would you end it with CK? Let's say in a hypothetical scenario, you no longer want the relationship to continue, and you would prefer to try to go all the way in the contest, even if it means losing your girlfriend, your on-again, off-again girlfriend of 7 years. So close your eyes and as Brian, end it with KC.
Casey, I literally have no choice but to continue on this show. I get that you want to get back to me. Get back together with me. I would love nothing more than that. If I don't get on this show, I go back to nothing. I go back to nothing and I starve some more in my shit-ass apartment. I fucking go back to absolutely nothing and it's like, yeah, I have you. I have you and that's wonderful in and of itself. But just having us together would still just lead to fucking disaster. It would just lead to absolute disaster. We'd both eventually be miserable. We'd get into our old age. We'd both be broke and fucking miserable in this shit-ass country, in this mediocre-ass state, which should be running fucking fine, but it doesn't because the government keeps fucking increasing taxes on everything. To send shit to fucking Israel so they can sell it to China, and then China reverse engineers it. You think I wanted to have to do this? I fucking didn't. I had no choice but to do this. For my own fucking survival.
She's not taking no for an answer now. You need to be a little more forceful.
Then you just need to get fucked at this point because I'm doing this for my own fucking survival. I have no fucking choice. If I don't fucking do this, I'm going to end up dead in a fucking
But I don't want to break up, Brian. I want to get back together.
That's too fucking bad. We can get back together. Give me till after the fucking show.
Brian, I flew all the way out here.
Why?
You're ending it with me this way?
Whatever the fuck you interpret that as. Go ahead. I don't fucking care. I have no choice for my own survival but to fucking do this.
Well, I'm not leaving. I'm staying.
Well, cool. That's your choice. It's gonna get worse from here.
Okay, you can open your eyes, Jimmy. TJ.
Yeah. TJ, who do you like the least in the house?
Cool.
Yeah, there we go. I knew it was coming. I'm sorry.
Okay, TJ, put yourself in Cole's shoes. Okay, close your eyes.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
You're being.
Your family's awesome.
Your family's
you have
awesome.
a career planned out for you.
Yep.
You have no problems, really. Just visualize that.
Okay. Cool.
You're not at risk for elimination.
So much. So funny.
At the moment. What? Cole's not at risk. At the moment.
Why the hate though? Like that's something people should aspire to be. You know, the stable stuff. You know.
We don't hate you, actually.
Yeah, we don't hate
We don't hate you.
I know, like I've been messing with people's stuff, but you know.
You've been messing with people's stuff. It's also saying stuff like that's what people should aspire to be, and you can't aspire to have like a safe, stable home if you don't. You know what I mean?
But
Like
if you don't have that, you can.
Handicapped people should aspire to be athletes. No, it's not. Like it just doesn't. You're telling them that they should want to be something that they can't. That they can't.
But
you can't work harder and make your mom love you. And buy a Corvette.
Yeah, you can try. Make it work. Well, so what's the alternative? Do nothing?
Cool. It's just like we're like I don't know. It's I think like I don't think you're a bad person. I'm sure you're a good person, and you're really resilient with what you've shown so far, and you've gone and like no one like hates, like as we said, no one hates you, but it's just like
just in the context of the competition, it's bad, right? It's fine.
Well, it's just like it's like how you. It's sort of like how I don't mean like anything bad by it. It's like how you carry yourself. Like I like
I'm an asshole.
No, well, so you have autism, right?
They said that, but no.
They said that.
To be fair to him, like they tried to say that about me,
Exactly.
but they didn't
Okay.
take into account. It's like,
Well, you know,
he's
like
having
if I had,
stuff.
you know, I saw this like therapist guy. He's like, oh, you're OCD, you're blah blah blah. Like, you talk to someone else, they'll give you something different, right?
Yeah, but it's just like your attitude. You know, like you seem. Thanks. you kind of take things personally, and you're sort of sensitive, and like you just react badly to things, and like they're not that bad, and well, it's just like you just sort of, I don't know, like, and sort of like how you're like trying, like I think like you're generally trying to help people, and I believe that, I believe, but it's just that like at least when you say it, it just sounds wrong. It sounds like you're like speaking from like a privileged position.
Right, yeah.
Like you're sort of like, I don't know, like you're like on a pedestal. I don't mean anything by that. You're kind of like on a pedestal, and it sounds like you're sort of like telling Brian he can do like things are possible where they're probably not. And like he doesn't like take that personally, I believe, but it's like
it's valid. It's valid. I didn't
Yeah.
think about it like that.
Yeah.
So, and so sorry.
Yeah.
You're all good.
Hey, TJ, do you have a lisp? Or did you ever struggle with a speech impediment?
What? A lisp?
Did you struggle with a speech impediment? Ever?
I guess slightly.
Okay, because I've just noticed that you do have the lisp tongue going on. I was just curious about that.
Okay.
Look, it's like if you watch him talk, it's like the tongue goes a little bit to the side, kind of like Donovan Cripdaddy does a bit, and it's like I know that that's like a sign of like there's a time where like he may have had like a lisp or something. It's nothing personal. It's just I know that it's like, huh.
You're good, Jimmy. I'm not offended.
Does anyone in here like Cole?
All of my favorite, well, I shouldn't say favorites. All of my strongest allies are gone. So
I don't say like I dislike Cole. It's just, well, it's like
someone has to be the asshole, right? So
yeah.
you
So
know.
like
No, it's just you are on a pedestal. Like when you just said someone has to be the asshole, like I just imagined you like saying that from a fucking pedestal.
Yeah.
From a
That's a cop out. No, you don't have to be the asshole.
Okay.
Like
It's not the biggest asshole competition. It's like fucking.
Like no one dislikes you. Just it's just that like in a house full of people that are very different from one another, and we're forced to be competitive against one another. You just sort of single yourself out as the person that most people probably like want out first.
When you were doing the squats, you said to Brian that you were gonna quit because he has less than you, and that's like
But
I don't know how to explain that. How arrogant? That's like an arrogant thing to say.
Well, what else was I supposed to
like,
say?
Brian,
I'll beat you. I'll win. We're in a competition. You're a man.
Oh.
I want, like you and I should both walk away from this with like male dignity. So I'm gonna compete.
Well, I wanted to say something like that, but then I thought people would call me a fag or something.
Well, look
So
what I do
but then I
all day.
cried in front of people, so then
It's like,
I
who cares what these fuckers
Like,
say, man?
Cole, when you were doing the squats with Brian, and Brian was like sort of like opening himself up, just himself. He said, well, no, he's just saying shit that was, you know, tough. And you said like, I gotta wake up at 4 o'clock. It's like, and it's like, dude, like I gotta wake up early for my job too, but I'm not. It's just like, you don't have to like prove anything. You just.
I'll stand by this. I said this only a couple times before. Like I'm not gonna win. I know that. I'm just here to make content.
But
and so like yeah.
But dude, you should want to win. You're here.
Oh, well, okay, then
Yeah. Well. So this thing I like was trying to like talk to you like the day after. I was trying to say I was like even it's like let's say like our life is perfect. You should still try to win and do your best. And absolutely, and I mean, I don't think you're not doing that, but if you should be here to win it. If you're here, I mean.
Yeah, like I'm sorry
Well,
to
but-
interject, but like I don't want my ass to get eliminated by somebody who's not here to win.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here to fucking
Well,
win.
but I thought if I was all like, oh, I'm here to win, I'm screwing.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it that.
Why do you have to think about what people think to make an opinion? Like,
Yeah.
why do you have to do that every single time? Just say what you
I hadn't
think.
thought about it like that. So okay.
Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm here to win. Like, I have fucking nothing either. Like, I don't have shit to myself either. But I don't want to get eliminated by somebody who isn't here to win.
Is you're fucking around.
Like, I'm not here to fucking lose. I'm here to win. I'm not trying to be cocky about it, but I'm here to win. I'm not here to fuck around and get viewers and make content. I don't give a fuck. It's a camera. It's there.
That's a good point.
I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna live
You're
my
right.
fucking life and compete and win. I don't want to get beat by somebody who's not serious about it. And I'm sorry, TJ, and I'm sorry, Cole.
No,
It's nothing personal, man. But seriously,
Look,
like,
I'm not mad at
I just had to get
this.
that out.
I think you're all right. So I will work on that.
Go ahead, TJ. I'm sorry.
I think I'm out of words to say at the moment.
Okay, TJ, put yourself in Cole's shoes. Close your eyes. Cigarette for Shinji. If you were Cole, okay, and you had no allies, what would you say? How would you apologize to people? How would you win favor back? What would you say?
Be like,
as Cole, nice and loud.
Hey guys, sorry guys, I don't know, I was, well, I don't know, it's a different situation, I haven't been here before, there's a lot of shit going on, I don't know, I didn't intend to...
I haven't been here before, there's a lot of shit going on. TJ, try to actually think, like, what is Cole's problem? It's not that he's not willing to apologize, it's that he's thinking about shit, like, from rich kid perspective, basically.
Oh, no, thank you.
Sorry. Guys, sorry. Wait a minute.
Do it without saying sorry, 'cause we don't need to hear sorry from Cole. If
Okay.
Cole says sorry, I'm not going to believe it anyway.
Okay. Fellas. It's like, I don't know, I didn't...
TJ, can I give you some tips here?
Sure.
You want to win this, right?
I do.
Okay, you are actually, surprisingly, people like you a lot because of you're willing to play along. You haven't balked at the twerking stuff. I think people think you're funny. You haven't pissed anybody off yet. Viewers, I mean. But you do have to be willing. You don't have to be willing. You don't have to be an asshole to people, but you do have to be willing to say like real shit. Does that make sense?
I mean,
You know Cole has a problem, right?
Yeah.
Think of Cole as what I was to you when I had to call you mommy.
Okay.
I don't think that makes sense, Jimmy.
I'm just saying he can be me.
You know Cole has like a personality problem.
Yes.
Okay, so just close your eyes. Think about what his personality problem is, and get to elaborating and just be brave, man. If you want to win, listen. We got to look at financials, but we're talking about money. We're gonna get back to you about money conclusively soon. We're building a visual display to make it make sense to y'all of what money looks like. So it's a reminder. But TJ, just dig deep here. Say something real to Cole.
As Cole?
Either way.
Okay. So. Okay. Well, to be honest, you just kind of come off as like privilege. You come off as like you expect people to just like bow down and obey to you and be nice. Like when we were having that one night in the trash got everywhere. Like you were back there like not helping at all, and like and it seems like I maybe you have, I haven't noticed, but it doesn't seem like you've like cleaned anything or like cooked. And honestly, I haven't cooked either, but it's just like when you have like this attitude where like you're always on the defensive, and it wasn't always like that. But now that you're forced in. Now you are on always the defensive because the defensive because you've sort of created this problem for yourself, and it's just like I don't know. You just have to like just sort of chill out, like. No one, literally no one, at least, I'm pretty sure most people, wouldn't have a problem with you if you just sort of, just chilled out and, I don't know, just went with the punches, took the jokes, sort of I don't know, try not to, I don't know, just, I also just try to, think about, sort of what we're doing, just try to put yourself in each other's shoes. If I personally, if I were you, I probably wouldn't bring up some stuff about you having to work early after Brian told me that. After Brian told me all that, it's I would just personally, I would just just take it and just you don't have to prove anything. You're here. You want to win. That's fine.
Yeah, and Cole, when I was saying all that shit during the lifting, that wasn't to shit on you. That was literally I was at a complete point of exhaustion, and I had to motivate myself and remind myself how fucked up things are.
You started talking, so I was thinking of things to say, and whatever
you're fine.
Just came out.
You're fine. But that's kind of what we're saying here, though. The things that you just naturally say, most people don't talk like that, man.
Yeah.
Most people do not speak that way to other people or about themselves. That's just not how most people talk, bro.
Yeah.
Cole, do you think you're being unfairly persecuted?
No, I think it's valid. I mean,
a little bit louder, Cole.
No, I think it's valid. Personality. I don't know if I'd say personality disorder, but maybe quirky is the word. I don't know.
The word Judge used was personality problem.
Personality problem.
No one accused you of having a personality disorder.
Personality quirks are okay.
I think it's valid, all of your criticisms, and I'll take that as constructive. And I'll be nicer, maybe is the word.
Yeah, they are constructive. We're trying to like you.
Yeah. Not nicer, Cole. Just stop being a rich kid.
Okay.
How many of your situations are truly just because of your upbringing? Or how many of you just didn't work hard enough?
I feel like everybody, not everybody.
I'd say it's a mix of both.
Yeah.
Is part of the hatred for Cole coming from his hatred is not the right word. Ask yourselves how much of your annoyance with Cole comes from his affluency of resources before the show, and now even on the show. Look at his hands.
It's up here. Not really.
Look how many cigarettes he sold.
That doesn't play a part at all. I know plenty of people that grew up pretty wealthy. I don't.
A little bit louder. Make sure you're looking at Cole.
Okay.
Look at Cole's hand.
Well,
look at the cigarettes.
I don't give a fuck about the cigarettes. I've grown up with plenty of people around me, plenty of friends who've had married parents, and they were able to get a car at a certain age, and they had everything lined up financially. That doesn't matter. That doesn't fucking matter at all.
It's about the inside.
It's the personality. It's.
Yeah, I
don't want to. Sorry, I don't want to sound like a fucking asshole.
You keep saying, well, I am.
I mean, I don't want to sound like an asshole,
There's
but
degrees
it's
to it.
I don't want to sound like an asshole, but it's very narcissistic of you.
Yeah.
You know, that's the best I can say. I don't give a fuck about your upbringing. It's just the case, the way you hold yourself and the way you act towards all the rest of us, and
It got so much worse with TTS too. By the second day, with all of it coming in, you just didn't you went from just being oh, this guy's a bit of a dick, but I'm just getting to know him, and then right when the TTS started coming through, it was this guy is you
feeding off of it.
Yeah, he's the main character.
Yeah, and you just you just come off really smug a lot of the time, man. Like, there's so much shit you say to me where it's like clearly a backhanded compliment.
A little bit louder, Brian.
There's like so much shit you say to me where it's like clearly a backhanded compliment, and it's just like, I know you think I'm fucking stupid. Like, I'm not. Like, I'm a fuck up, but I'm not stupid.
Like, Cole. Like, what you just
Cole.
Like, when Taylor was just talking to you, you were just like, there's degrees to it, and that's part of like the problem.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, TJ, but Cole thinking people are stupid. That's like, it's not just that he got like a $70,000 lifted truck at age 20 or whatever. It's that he thinks people are stupid.
And it's like, Cole. It's like when Taylor's just talking to you and you interrupted. Like, there's degrees to it. It's like you don't have to say anything. You just like listen and just be quiet and like when just listen to her and like think about it.
Can you tell how much he's not listening to you? Like, he's looking up at the ceiling.
Like, yeah, like
Constructive criticism, bro. Constructive criticism.
Like,
that's all. I mean,
like I don't know. Like I don't know. I have like a listening problem too. Like not to be rude to Shinji, but I did like sort of phase out.
But your listening problem is that you're kind of a space cadet. It's not that you think people. It's not that you think you're like better than the person talking.
No, it's like well, it's like Cole. It's like Cole. Like I know you're saying that you like understand what we're getting at, but at the same time, I feel like you don't truly get it. It feels like you're just saying that because you were telling you all this and you wanted to stop.
like you're trying to mediate yourself. Like you're just trying to like make it neutral again, and and cover your own ass. And like I said,
a little louder, guys.
Oh, well, it's like you're trying to mediate yourself and cover your own ass. And like, it's nothing personal, bro. Like, maybe no one's ever told you this before, but like, it is like, you know, like a very crucial part of life. Like, if you were to act like that to, you know, just like random fucking people, like, people will be like, damn, this guy's an asshole. I'm not gonna be friends with him because he thinks he's better than me and doesn't want, like, and, you know, thinks people are stupid. But like, you know, it's just constructive criticism. Like I said, it's nothing personal. Like, we're having to live together. Like, I'm gonna be cool with you. I'm not gonna fuck with your shit, and I hope you don't fuck with my shit. Like it's mutual, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about your upbringing. I don't care about that. Like, I feel like we should at least tell you that you're like kind of narcissist. That's all.
I think it runs in my family.
Yeah, I mean, and I get that. Like, maybe, you know, maybe your dad is like that, or maybe your mom's like that, and that's just like the only, fuck, what's the word I'm trying to find? Like, the only person that you have to look up to is like that. You know what I'm saying? Like your only figure in life could be like that, and you don't realize it. Like, that's all that's all I'm saying.
If the person you model yourself after, your father figure, is narcissistic, or whoever is narcissistic, you said it runs in your family, your job is to carry on the things that your parents did right, but also to correct their wrongs.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm going to tell you something real. Stupid people are capable of, from time to time, saying things that are profound. And smart people are equally capable of saying fucking retarded, egotistical stuff that means nothing all day.
The amount of people I know with PhDs who are just absolute retards is staggering.
Well, something to like think about, like, I mean, sincerely, like, if we're just gonna keep this going, like, something to really think about is like, you know, like, you have a lot of fans. They don't know you, they've never met you. We've met you, and we all have a problem with you, and it's the same problem, you know what I mean?
Like, we're literally not trying to attack you, right? We're just like just saying like our issue with you.
Yeah, like the one time you opened up to me was about how, like, and it's like you bring it up, like, you brought it up like 3 times now, and like, I understand, but like you always talk about like, oh, I can't maintain a relationship. Like, dude, this is why.
Yeah, it's me.
This is 1,000% why, man. I'm sorry, but like, it's
true.
It's gonna fall apart every time if this is how you're gonna be. Like, that's just how it's gonna work, man. And like, every time I try to give you advice about girls, like, you think I'm trying to big dog you. I'm like, no, like, I see this as an actual problem for you. I see this bothers you, and I'm trying to fucking help you with that. Because like, yeah, it's like maybe the one thing I could help you with.
What do you think I should start by doing?
Just humble yourself, man. That's step one. Just humble yourself, dude. Like, think about others. Like, think about what you're saying to someone. Like, think about how you would feel if people were saying that shit to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all.
Like you fucking hate having to deal with the snooty private school kids, right?
Yeah, don't become that.
And it's
like, you're better than that, man.
Yeah, it's like the best way to get back at them is to do better, but you can't do better than them socially if you carry on with that attitude and you think that's normal. Because private schools are shit. Trust me, they are. 90% of them are fucking dog shit. They're really overhyped.
Getting ganged up on pretty hard here. How does it make you feel being the only one in the tank with no allies?
Not good.
Do you want allies, or do you?
I
prefer...
would like them.
Okay.
Well, I would have said the lone wolf stuff works, I guess, but allies are good, friends are good, so I'd like them.
Is any of this getting through?
Yes.
Okay. You do understand what they're saying too, do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Seriously, yes.
Okay. So
move on.
Let's move on. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe we need to work around to a new topic now.
Show tunes.
CK, do you think Brian's gonna win?
I don't know.
If you
there's a lot of like strong competitors right now.
If Brian loses, why would he lose?
I think it'd be close with somebody else.
It'd be what? A little louder.
I think it'd be close with somebody else. Like,
Make sure you look at him when you're talking.
Be like a poll or something, like something out of your control.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Do you want Brian to win?
I do, of course.
Even if it means the end of your relationship?
Sure.
It's not a very. It's not.
Don't let her off the shirt, man.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Well, do you want Brian to win?
I do, of course. Yes. I know that would help him so tremendously.
Are you willing to give up the relationship if it means Brian wins?
Why do I have to do both?
Well, you gotta look at him.
Why do I have to do both?
Give an answer.
Yeah. Are you?
Yes, so yes.
Okay. Are you here? Are you here to help Brian win, or are you here to win his affection back?
I want to help him win.
It's not what it sounded like earlier.
I came here because I was worried about you.
Don't worry about me.
Okay. We won't.
Don't fucking worry about me. Like, I'm used to this shit by now. Like I said, like, it's 90% of TTS is it's Brian's gay, Brian's a cuck, Brian's a fag, all this shit.
I
It's
gotta
just
get
like,
some customers. Is that okay?
That's
like,
fine.
and I'm used to
Be
it.
quick.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I knew coming into this, I was like, knowing the fan base,
You don't have to call me sir, Jimmy.
looking at like a guy like me, there's no like, why would they like me? You know what I mean? So like, I came in here knowing I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get shit on, and that's fine. Like, that's like a completely expected thing. Like, why so don't fucking worry about me. You're fucking yourself up, and you're fucking me up by doing that, to be perfectly honest. Like, you being here is nerfing my ass. Like, it is a disadvantage. If you want to help me, don't be a fucking disadvantage. I'm sorry. But, like, do you have any idea how much of a distraction you have been? This is, like, the quietest day I've fucking had. Because, like, you cannot do this shit to me right now. Like, straight the fuck up. You cannot.
Trish and Shinji, switch chairs. Okay, Trish, close your eyes. You're gonna be CK. Now, actually, scratch that. You're gonna be Brian. How would you convince CK to leave the show? Objectively speaking, CK leaving would be an advantage for Brian. It's one less person he has to knock out of the competition. And you want to win, so as Brian, close your eyes and convince CK to leave the show. And be nice and loud.
I think you should leave the show because I would be more focused and I wouldn't have to worry about what you're thinking and just basically what you're thinking, and I would have more of an advantage because I feel like the fan base, like they're definitely like targeting Brian because you're here, and I think that this relationship should be on hold until after.
Okay, I'm
the show.
updating the prompt now.
Yeah.
You're going on about what you're saying, so same train of thought, but you've fallen out of love with CK, okay? So you no longer love her. And let's say in this hypothetical scenario, you would like to be with Trish. So as Brian, close your eyes, explain to CK that you've fallen out of love with her and there's somebody new. This is a hypothetical, so just go ahead and do it. You gotta close your eyes and project your voice.
I think you should go home because
You've fallen out of love, Trish. Brian.
I've fallen out of love with you, and there's potentially somebody else, and you are a distraction here.
Trish, it's been a 7-year relationship. You can't just, that's not gonna do it. You've gotta be a little more forceful.
Well, I've been in a 7-year
Close your eyes,
relationship too.
close your eyes as Brian, restart with more passion. You've gotta get her to leave.
Oh, okay.
Get it through her head, okay? You don't love her anymore.
Okay, I don't love you anymore. This is all a distraction, and it's ruining what potentially could happen for me and my future in this game show. I don't think this will work.
Is that it? That's the best you got?
Can I say something?
Go right ahead.
Like, to be perfectly honest, like you said you came here to save me and I get that, but like...
Snack for Cole.
Like, it mostly feels
Piece
like
of
you
pizza,
just,
you want some
you don't
sriracha?
believe in me.
No, thank you.
Like, you came here to
Try it,
get me
it's
out
pretty good,
because you don't
actually.
believe in me. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, you know how much I've been through. So that's why I was like, that's why I was okay with signing up for something like this, because it's just like, my whole life like has been shit like this, but there wasn't money on the fucking line. I just had to put up with it because I lived in the house. So like,
I'm sorry they goaded me into it.
yeah, you should have realized what was going on. Like that's like
I thought about it when I was on the plane.
Yeah.
When it was too late.
Yeah, like you really should have thought that one through. Like I don't think like they're not. I don't believe they're doing this to like fuck you up and hurt you.
I think they are.
I don't think they are.
No, like they don't care about me.
Well, Caroline, why? Like it's like they're not going to like it's just that's not how like the world works. This is a business. Like that's just kind of like how that. Like I'm sorry, but like this is a business. This is not this is not the Dr. Phil show and shit. Like, this is not that. Like this is like they have a fucking business to run. There's a lot of money on the line for everybody involved.
Look at Brian. Don't look at me.
So just like you. I don't know, like this. I don't know why you. Yeah, I don't know why you thought it would go the way you did in your head. Like especially like when the whole reason they brought you was because I was like mentioning CK, and then like I stupidly one night was like, oh yeah, like Jet DM'd my girl like months ago. Like a very retarded move on my part, but still very funny bit. So with all those things considered, you'd really think like and like with everything being done to me, you were like, oh, they want to do something nice. Like, come on. Like, it's just, like, you have to, like, that's kind of been, like, a problem with you for a long time, though.
Sorry, Cole, no food in the group here.
You, like, you trust too much.
Just go put that in the
Like,
kitchen,
you don't
please.
seem to understand,
Actually,
that, like, they're...
toss
like,
it over here.
I don't
I got
know.
it.
You trust way too much.
Thank you.
So, like, you don't think things through sometimes, and this is, like, huge evidence of that.
Well, I don't trust anything anymore.
That's fine. Like, I'm just saying, like, it feels like you didn't believe in me, and I don't understand, like, why you, like, fell for it.
Why don't you trust anything anymore?
So I feel humiliated. I just feel betrayed.
Betrayed by who and humiliated by what?
By everything right now.
You're gonna have to
Like-
further elaborate and
like,
project your voice as well. Look at Brian.
I feel betrayed by you.
That's fair.
I feel betrayed by the producers. I feel betrayed by myself. I got betrayed. I feel like I betrayed myself.
Yeah, I don't know why you thought it was a good idea. Like, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I don't know why you thought
A
it was.
snack for Cole. Another slice for you, big boy. There you go. Thanks.
Like, I'm not mad at you, I'm just like shocked, to be perfectly honest. It's just like, what the hell were you thinking? Like you watched his shit before, you watched this shit before, like, I just don't know. And if you were
I
watching
didn't think it'd be this ugly.
were you watching the show? Like, fuck you mean?
How were you betrayed? What'd we do?
I don't know, I just thought you guys were gonna try helping us.
Why would they do that? Like, the second I saw you, I knew it was up. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Why would you fall for that?
No, I'm stupid.
It's just.
Is that what you want to hear?
No, it's not that, but like.
Because I trust people too much.
Yeah.
Does that make you happy?
It doesn't. No, none of this shit makes me happy. Like, what the fuck? Why would any of this shit make me happy?
I don't know, Brian.
We're just doing our jobs.
Yeah, like this is like.
But there is always some collateral damage, I suppose.
Like,
No, but in all honesty, the point of this group session is to get to some sort of better understanding, some sort of state of like resolved affairs. You know, obviously we, the producers, want to do it in a funny way, but it's not. You know.
It's not a funny topic. I do not want to talk about this on the show right now.
Then don't do it in a funny way. But you can dig to the deeper meaning and figure out what the real deal is without you know, being funny.
What's the next move for you and Brian?
Actually, shouldn't be funny. I don't think we should be too funny here.
I don't know what the next move is, Ben. I'm not sure enough to be genuinely honest with you.
To Brian.
I don't know.
What do you hope happens?
I hope he wins. I hope he gets what he wants. He deserves it.
What do you want, Brian?
I want to win. I want to use the money to fix my life. I want to like either go to grad school or move back down to Virginia, where I actually have like some sort of a support system. Like I need this money to bankroll like fixing my fuck ups.
What do you want to happen between you and KC?
I want to remain on good terms.
Or CK?
I don't like want her out of my life. Like she's been a big part of my life for a long time, but like we clearly need to focus on other fucking things. Like we're both fucking losers here.
You don't want her.
Brian, we talked about this for over a year straight.
No.
That's why at the end of the day, I only want to talk about this, guys.
You have
because
to, though.
we
You have
resolved
to.
it already. Like,
Yeah,
we talked about this before.
Yeah.
We're just talking in circles.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're not together.
Also
I don't plan on
cool.
getting back together.
I have to say,
That's good to know.
you're so popular.
That's really great to know.
People just keep they want to keep bringing you snacks and
Remember that.
cigarettes. Like, they really fuck with you. These people might not yet, but I think you're starting to turn them around. Okay?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom, Judge.
Be right back.
Oh, sorry.
No, too good. Another snack for Paul. You good, buddy? Oh,
Oh, just toss it.
Not a Dr. Pepper.
not the DP. Cigarette, Jim. Can I call you Jim?
Like I said, I've been called infinitely worse things in my life.
Where did you get the glasses?
I found them underneath Cole's chair.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I was like, pretty glasses.
I mean, the position's not bad.
Are those Cole's glasses?
They're mine.
No.
They're Chaley's?
They're mine.
Oh, they're yours.
Yeah.
Do you want them back?
No.
Okay.
Why were they under Cole's chair?
Because I took them
Oh,
off.
they were, I see, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she pooped them out, and that's
That was
why
another
they're
theft.
Cole's chair.
No.
I know that you guys did confiscate my weatherproof matches, but I would just like to point out, Judge, I think that would help you with a better life for your cigars.
Thank you, Jimmy.
They came from Borderman's too.
God damn it.
Found them underneath the porch. They still work.
Let's do Taylor. Close your eyes. Okay, now I want you to be CK.
Oh, God. Don't rope me into this, man. What do I have to do?
I want you to win Brian back.
Oh, Jesus.
And be loud, project your voice, and make him love you again.
Brian, we spent all these years together.
Can you not cover your eyes, just close them?
Okay. Brian, we've spent all these years together. You know, I spent a lot of money, you know, trying to make everything work between us and make sure that we have a roof over our heads and can feed ourselves.
I think that's a negative for Brian. I spent a lot of time and money. That sounds like that sounds like a bank. I put a lot of deposits in the bank. That's not the way this works. What have you done for me lately? What's up? I was boiling. I'll come in a second.
I came all this way for you, to support you, and I have always supported you through thick and thin. And I really, you know, after everything we've been through, I just hope that somehow we can make everything work out together. And, you know,
what's the selling point for CK? How does she what does she bring to the table?
I mean, I can see that she really does love Brian enough to come here and do this. And that says Taylor, not a secret. Sorry.
Hey Taylor. Blue crate.
Oh wow.
You can like stand in the circle and open it for the camera.
Okay. Jesus. Oh my God. And a cosmic phone. And a cigarette. And some condiments. And a bar.
Taylor, just put the food on the side of your chair there. There's no food in here.
Okay.
Snack for Cole. Here you go, buddy. Hey. Energy drink and gummies. Snack for Shinji.
Jet, do you need a sec?
Yeah, I'll take it.
James, you got no food in the group. Just put that on the floor for now.
I want it right now.
Oh.
Get your glasses.
Well, it doesn't want you either.
Am I still going?
You're still going, yes?
Okay, okay. Nope, can't go.
How they taste, Brian?
Cool.
I came all this way to support you, Brian, and even after all this, I still hope that you win, which really shows how loyal and you know how much hope I have in you. And I hope that I just hope that we can work things out together, and I hope that this is enough to win you back. And I understand that I did sign up for this and, you know, kind of put myself in a bit of a sticky situation, but I did it for you.
As Taylor, do you think CK made the right choice by coming on the show?
You know, I haven't watched it from an outside perspective, but I can understand you coming on this way for him and how serious you guys were. I could completely understand, because I would have done the same thing for the first time of like seeing them and what they're going through right now and seeing all this going on. I would hop my ass on the plane too and do it. And I understand you didn't know that it was going to be to this extremity. But I can completely understand your perspective of wanting to come here for him.
CK, is that pretty close to what you'd say to Brian?
Yeah, kind of close.
Brian, what do you need to hear from CK to make everything okay? What do you want to hear from her? Is she saying anything that?
Just that she doesn't hate me. I'm not focused on a relationship right now, and that was before the show. You knew that damn well. That was before the show. I'm not focused on a relationship. Like I've said it a ton of times on here, and I'm gonna say it again. I
just feel like you're wasting my time then.
Okay, like that's valid. All right, that's valid. Which is why it's like maybe like work on your fucking self then. Like that's what I've been trying to do. Like I just don't like. It's yeah. Like I don't want a relationship. I'm not focused on a relationship. There's so much more things going on in my life that like need to be taken care of. Like how can you you cannot have a functioning relationship with this type of lifestyle. It's not fucking working. It will not work. It doesn't matter if it's me or you. Like anyone in that similar situation trying to like, oh, love will save it. Like that's fucking bullshit. And I've explained this to you before, but like having to travel around all the fucking time growing up and like going to different colleges and shit, like my view of love is really fucked up. Like love really is just like, I mean, this is basic as fuck, but it's just proximity and compatibility. There's no the one. Like that's not a fucking thing. That's a statistical improbability anyway. Like, there's not A to B one. Like so I don't get bent up about that shit. I've had to say goodbye to like women I've loved deeply before and will never be able to see again. And like you go through that enough times, you kind of just get over it. You kind of just learn that like all you have at the end of the day is yourself. All right. And if you're not satisfied with yourself, if you're not satisfied with what you can do for yourself, like then you need to fucking fix that before you do anything else.
I'll keep what you said in mind, Brian.
Okay, that's all I can ask.
What's going through your head right now, CK? Aside from the betrayal, are you do you feel like you're making progress with Brian? Or are things just slowly getting worse?
You gotta answer them.
I have nothing to say.
You have to fucking say something.
I don't want to talk. Like this is too much for me. Like, can you respect that?
Well,
like,
this is group.
This is way too much.
But we're trying to come to an understanding. We have to speak about this. I know it's hard for you, but this is.
You guys don't care.
Well, that's not really the point whether we care or not. We're still trying to come to an understanding.
You gotta get over that fucking part.
I feel angry right now, Brian.
Yeah, I know you're angry. I can feel it. I can see it in your fucking eyes. I've looked at your face long enough to know when you're pissed off. I know you're pissed off.
I'm disappointed.
You have every right to be disappointed and pissed off. Like you do.
I think I'm hurt.
Yeah. I understand that. Like, do you think this is fucking easy for me?
I've always been there for you.
I know.
Just wait till I'm not.
That's fine. Maybe that's what I fucking needed to actually get my shit together. I don't fucking know.
I fucking tried.
Okay, you did. Maybe that's just how fucked up I am. That you could try for 7 years and it doesn't fucking get anywhere.
Yeah.
Brian, why are you treating me this way? I thought you'd be excited to see me. How am I the bad guy for helping you?
Look, I know you thought I'd be excited to see you, but like, why would I be excited to see you in a place like this?
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, but like, you should have stayed home. Like, you really did not make the right choice coming here.
I see that.
And like, you know, this, like, I don't hate you. I'm not even mad at you. I'm just like, it's just a big what the fuck.
That's how I feel
Well,
right
and the
now.
other thing
Like,
too.
what the fuck?
Well, no, hey, here's the other thing too. Like, if they're willing to fly you out here on Christmas to surprise me, like, what else are they willing to do? Like, you didn't fucking run that through your head?
I thought about it. I thought we'd be able to handle it.
Why would you be like, Caroline? Like, all this, like, oh, I want to get you out of here. I'm worried about you. Like, I'm already in it. This is what I was trying to tell you last night. Those are like, you just wait. Like, you don't get this place. Like, you fucking think you do. Like, you don't understand. And I tried to really get that through your head last night, that I'm like, yeah, I'm happy to see you. It's nice.
You did this for us, damn it.
Yeah, okay, well, that wasn't the right move. There was other things you could have done. You could have focused on yourself
and like you could have just started building up yourself as a better fucking person. You could have made steps to get out of the serving industry. That would have been the better move. Like, you think I want to talk about this shit in front of all these people?
Trish.
Like, I don't want to fucking talk about this shit
Just
either,
be
but I'm
honest
going
for once in
to.
your life, Brian. I'm in it too. I do understand.
Like, none of this hasn't been easy from day fucking one. And obviously, like, it's way harder than it ever has been right fucking now, but guess what?
I think what hurts me the most is that this show is only 6 weeks. Your life's gonna continue on after this show.
I know that.
Let's just think about that.
Oh, I am thinking about that. I thought about that all fucking night. I thought about that, like, all fucking night last night, all fucking day, which is why when I came back upstairs, like, I'm not leaving. I thought this through, big fucking time. And then, you know what, like, not to be a fucking faggot, but after reading that Dharma Bums and getting a good sleep, like, that really put a lot into fucking perspective for me. I know it's a gay-ass statement to make, but, like, that did put a lot into perspective for me.
Good enough, Brian.
Like, there is a lot with self-improvement that I need to do. Alright, like, I understand that, but, like, you really need to, like, stop taking it so personally when I'm trying to take control of my fucking life. You have to, you cannot take that personally.
Sorry, I am.
That's fair, but, like, it's just...
I just thought you loved me.
I do love you, Caroline, but, like, why the fuck would you come here thinking, like, oh, yeah, the, like, crazy-ass reality show where they get put through a bunch of stuff. I'll go on there and win my like,
You
ex-boyfriend
can't stop using
back.
victim
Like, it's
language,
not...
Brian. Why can't you accept that I'm the bigger victim objectively?
You are the
You
bigger
can't
victim
relax.
objectively, which is why I keep saying, why the fuck did you come here? You made everything worse for me and yourself by doing that. Like, you thought the cameras would come out and it would just be like a big family Christmas? You came in here and I was zip-tied. Like, it didn't hit you then? Like, come on. Like, I'm not denying that you're the bigger victim here. I completely understand that. Like, you are definitely going through it worse than me right now. Like, for fucking sure. I understand that. The rug really got pulled out from under you of what you thought this was going to be.
Yeah, I feel like you're cool right now. Your pedestal talking me down.
I'm not trying to talk you down. I just don't know.
Fuck you.
That's fine.
Like, you're, like, this is fucking terrible.
Yeah, why did you come? You thought
If
it would
I'm
be
the bigger
good?
victim, why are you being mean to me in front of 35,000 people?
I'm not trying
I
to
love
be-
you and you mistreat me.
I'm not trying to mistreat you, Caroline. It's just like, I'm not gonna fucking lie to you here.
You said you're used to him mistreating you?
It's not the first time.
Elaborate.
We were together for 7 years.
To him.
We were together for 7 years, Brian.
I know I was never the best boyfriend. I should have treated you a lot
Like,
better.
that's what, why don't you
You
think there's
don't-
a reason why I'm not fucking crying right now?
Caroline, you are not
I just
looking
don't
at the...
even cry anymore.
You are not looking at the bigger fucking picture, and that was always the fucking problem. Like, you really, like, for real, you don't think about the future, and I talked about that with you all the fucking time, that you don't think about it. You don't think things,
Brian.
Caroline, you don't think things through. Like, this is not to hurt you. I'm not trying to say this shit to hurt you and upset you, but it's just like, what is it going to take for you to understand that, like, I have to fix myself before, like, I can go on and do fucking anything else? Like, I'm sorry, but, like...
Well, I'm sorry I'm selfless. I'm sorry I just think of people before myself.
Yeah, well, like, if that's how you are, then why would you come on something like this?
If you were a real man, you'd just tell me I'm right and get me out of here.
You are right.
You take
Like,
the blame.
I'm not denying
You have no
anything
bravery.
you said. I'm not denying anything you said. Like, everything you're saying is valid. I'm not defending myself of my own fucking actions. I'm explaining to you the motivations of my fucking actions.
I'm gonna just be real with you real quick, though.
A little louder, Jimmy.
I'm gonna be real with you real quick, though, KC, or CK. Sorry, I'm bad with names. This isn't anything to do with the relationship. I swear to you, you gotta get out of that selfless mindset. It's led to me nothing but ruin.
He's right.
I swear to you, upon what little I hold dear, that last exit.
I'm learning that. I am.
Jimmy, say that one more time.
That last ex I keep rambling on about, the one that I literally went starving and homeless and went down to 160 pounds for, that was my last act of selflessness, and I've struggled with that my whole life. People will just use you. It sucks, but the selfless thing is a fucking scam. I promise you, from what little I hold dear, I'm not talking about you and Brian's relationship right now. I'm just telling you as someone who's been through it again and again and again.
I'm here where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Like, I swear to you, it's just like, it's gonna be fucking difficult because you don't want to be a dick and you know what it's like to be hurt, but it's just gonna fucking ruin you no matter what. You gotta wait until someone proves that they're worth being selfless for and that they're gonna be selfless for you right back in the same manner. And it fucking sucks. It's gonna take forever to find someone like that, but that's just my 2 cents.
And I want to say something.
A little louder, Trish.
So I've been in a 7-year relationship too, and like
Just start handing them.
I was always the one who wanted it to make it work, and like I always thought like we've been together for so long, and like I've done everything I could do to like prove my love to you, and like I even married this person, and like even at the end of it, like it still didn't work. Everything I did was still not enough, and I realized like we needed to work on ourselves, and like I really felt like and nothing was getting anywhere because we really didn't have our shit figured out, and I can see like Brian's point of view because like he wants to like get his career shit figured out and like be financially stable, and like yeah, I get like you love him and like I'm sure he loves you, but like
Thank you.
shit like that, the financial part like plays a big part of it, and like
No, I understand that, and that's we've talked about this hundreds of times. I understand that.
So you
I'm
should-
sorry we had to reiterate it to thousands of people, Brian. I'm really sorry.
You did that.
I didn't want to do this.
Yeah, apparently you did. You should have just told them no.
I should have.
Yeah. You should just spend Christmas with your family. Like, I'm not trying to shit. Like obviously I was happy to see you. Like, I don't fucking hate you or anything like that. But like, I just don't understand like why you thought like this would work here.
I don't know. I guess I wasn't thinking rationally because I was just upset.
Yeah, like you should have just calmed the fuck down and just stayed home and waited.
You'd have been just as upset as I was.
Yeah, and I completely get that. And I'm sorry about that, and I really am. But like we're not dating. We keep like just grasping at each other, thinking like, oh yeah, like this it'll be okay this time, it'll be okay this time. But it's like you said, it is familiarity. And you know, I'm done with familiarity. Like that's another reason I came on here. I knew this would be like a huge switch up in my fucking routine. And so like I'm just tired of the same old shit all the fucking time. Stagnation is like death. I can't. Like I could literally just feel my fucking like life fading away every fucking day, just waking up like that, just doing the same fucking shit.
You're doing the same fucking shit.
I know.
I've been doing a lot of self-discovery this last like 4 months since we moved
That
out.
was good. That was the whole
Like
point of it.
you act like I've done no progress whatsoever.
It's not
And
a-
it really fucking hurts.
I don't think you haven't.
It
made
really
any pro- I
fucking
don't think you
hurts,
haven't made
Brian.
any progress, but you have had very little understanding of my own progress and how much more I have to tackle
Brian,
than you.
I do understand. I know exactly where you're coming from right now.
Do you? Because like you're taking this insanely personally. Like obviously, like I get okay, like no shit, you're gonna take it personally, but like
Yeah, no fucking shit.
I just don't know what you thought was gonna happen.
I don't know, Brian.
Like-
I don't know what I was thinking. Like I said, and I'm
Like,
sorry.
You should like I get it was
And
uncomfortable.
now I'm
but
apologizing to you.
You should have kept watching the show, and then you would have been like, oh yeah, fuck that, no.
Shinji, what do you make of this whole situation?
What do I mean?
Between these two, what are your thoughts?
No, I can understand both of the feelings. Yeah, because 7 years is long, but yeah, it's the scary thing. Like nothing happened to your life. Yeah, and also like I'm understanding your rushing feeling. Yeah, you have to do something to do. Like yeah, understandable. Yeah. At the same time, I understand she gets the action. because this show is not definitely for the relationship.
Oh,
big
yeah,
relationship.
no, like,
But I understand, like, maybe there's no opportunity to, like, fix, like, big event like that, because the 7 years long, but there's nothing progress, so it's gonna be huge event for, like, each other. That's why, like, maybe she wanted to, like, any movement, like, any progress of the relationship. Yeah, that's why, like, you're here, right? I don't know about that, but yeah. Yeah, that is my. I understand both of feeling. Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
It's just a shit situation.
Yeah.
Like like if you know it's all being live streamed, like I don't know why the fuck you would want to like fix something so personal in front of so many people.
I guess what hurt me the most, Brian, was when before you left, we were really like working things out. Like things were getting a lot better. And before you left for the show, you said you were doing this for us.
Yeah,
you said you were trying to help us get out.
Yeah, because like if I made the fucking money and I came back and I decided I still wanted to be with you, then like yeah, then it wouldn't have been like starting over again. It would have been a new fucking thing. But then you get here and you're like 2-3 fucking days in and like you don't think about the outside world in here. I don't know about you guys, but like sure I miss my like I'm not thinking about them. That shit has been blocked the fuck out of my mind.
There's no point in thinking about
it. Yeah, it's fucking futile. You didn't fly all this fucking way, spend all this fucking time, go through all this fucking pain just to go back home. Because you're like, oh, I can't take it. Fuck that. Like, I can take it. You know how much, like I said, like, I've been through so fucking much. I can take it.
I know you can. I believe in you.
TJ, what do you make of all this?
You said into the camera every fucking day, hey CK, I'm doing this for you. Then I come here and it's different. You liar.
So like, I talked about CK like 3 times to the camera.
I've never had a 7-year relationship. So, I don't know,
If you had to draw a line, who would you say is in the right and who's in the wrong?
I don't mean this in a bad way to anyone, but I would have to unfortunately
Fuck these people. They are crowds in a bucket.
Brian's
Don't let them pull you down with them. Win.
Why?
Well,
speak up too.
Well, it sounds like
Hey, yo, Cole, fuck these poor losers.
Like a
Rich
fan,
niggas got problems more important than which soup kitchen to
you
eat
seem
at.
like
Psych
the
gang
first
J.
season of the show, and that you're a fan, and like, and I'm like, you know, when you love
Jimmy
someone,
has been
you
messing
gotta
with
like
Kaylee's
try,
underwear,
but like
sniffing them even. It was Jimmy, not
I don't
Cole.
know, like it's just like I just don't know what you were like expecting like coming on here. It's like
Hello, sexual predator.
this
Jimmy,
is
can you tell
like
me all
there's
the bad
people
things
like
you do
these people don't take anything seriously, and like the production doesn't really take. It's like it's like a comedy. It's like a show. It's like it's like this is sort of like the thing they like sort of thrive on. So it's like I'm not trying to like be mean to you at all. Like I just like if I was like in a similar situation as Brian, and like I personally wouldn't want to see like anyone I know on this show, because like I just know like yeah, like they're like I'm gonna have to like worry about them and like what people say and you know what people do, and it's like I don't know. It's like it's just like it's I don't. It's like I just I don't know. Like yeah.
And to be honest, CK, like, I completely understand you, like, coming here for him, like, because, like I said, I would have done the same fucking thing, too. It's just, like, if it wasn't in this situation, it would be, like, way better, in my opinion. I mean, that's the most I can give. Like, I'm not saying, like, you're fucked up for doing this, because...
I have a lot of regret right now.
Oh, and I completely understand that, but I completely understand you hopping on a plane on Christmas coming here, too, because... Like I said, I would have done the same thing.
Everything.
Yeah. Like I would have done the same fucking thing. Like, don't beat yourself up too much about it, because it's, you know, it really shows, like, your true feelings towards it, you know. And I get it.
Like, you shouldn't be ashamed that you, like, feel all this love. You were probably, like, manipulated a little to be on here, so it's just like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like I wouldn't want to see anyone I know in real life on the show. It would be distressing.
In my case, it would be, no offense, reduction, but it would be suicide, because the homies I hang out with, they would go out with vengeance, and if it's like an enemy, then it would just become a snuff film.
Did you say that louder?
I said no offense to production, but I'm in the opposite feed, because it's like, if the friends I hang out with, if this were to happen, they would go out with one hell of a bang. Production does not need that, and if it's an enemy, this would become a snuff film.
Got it. Okay. Cole, what are you thinking right now?
About the relationship problem? Am I qualified to talk about it? That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think that I'm not qualified enough to talk about it, at least tonight. But I hope that they both make amends. So, yeah.
Here's my thing with like making amends. It's just like, there's no amends to make. The situation is still the same as it was before I fucking left. That's like the craziest part about this to me. Like, obviously I love you, but like, we were not dating. Like, and if you wanted me back, you should just work on the stuff that we were talking about that made us break up in the fucking first place.
What are you trying to do?
I know, but then coming on this show was not the right move for that. Like this is killing me to see you cry right now. I'm like having to like do it in a fucking venue like this, but like this is exactly what I was worried about. Like, did you think I was like bluffing last night when I kept telling you like, oh, I'll get used to it here? I'm like, no, the fuck, like this is not what you think it is. And like you just couldn't see that until fucking now, unfortunately. Like you should have understood that from the get-go. Like, I'm sorry, like, I know I'm coming off as an asshole right now, I know I get to be a fucking dick live stream right now, but like, I'm just being honest with you.
Sorry, CK, I'm famous now. Trish is hella sexy. Watching C in 1 hour chilling with Trish at the Reef. Big Brian W.
Right, but alright, so either way, like, I just don't understand, like, why you thought things would be different because I was on a show where I knew things were going to be fucked up. I came into it like mentally prepared to just get shit on 24/7 because that's what I have to live with anyway. Like that is why I was so willing to do this, is because it's just like, yeah, like my life is already dog shit. Put me through hell and maybe I'll get some money out of it. Like I don't like it's I just don't get like, not like I know I already brought it up, but like it is a little offensive that you thought you could just like show up here and pull me out of here when it's like, no, like I've put a lot of time into this already. Okay, like I sacrificed my holidays, I fucking left work, I probably don't have that fucking job anymore. I mean, I don't even really want that fucking job anymore, fuck working in a fucking restaurant at this fucking age. But like, this is just crazy to me. Like, I just, like, I don't know why you thought this would be like The Bachelorette or some shit like that. Like, this is not that. And I know I'm coming off as like the world's biggest asshole right now. I understand that, but like you really need to like. It just hurts me that it took this long for you to realize like what was going on. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I get you were hurt. I completely understand that, and I'm sorry for that. But like that's also like that's been a part of our relationship for a minute. Like you always, like I get attention from women. I know you've always hated that, but that was always something you kind of had to deal with. I mean, like the amount of friends you've had that have just like gotten butt ass naked in front of me trying to fuck whenever you leave the room or you go fucking run road, like whatever the fuck it is, and nothing ever happened. Like it's insane that you just can't learn to cope with like the fact that like that shit's gonna happen. And then like you said one time too, you're like, yeah, well I don't want to like be with a guy that like can't get laid and shit like that. And it's like that's not a positive fucking thing to look for in a person.
I don't know. It's just this. Obviously, this hurts like fucking hell. But like I was saying, you block. Like at least for me, I have completely blocked out my fucking personal life the second I open the door in here. Like that is how you survive this shit. And obviously, it is insanely personal right now. But like, you know, I get that you miss me. I miss you too. I miss my family. Like, all that type of shit. But like, I'm sorry. That is not where my head's at right now. I didn't come all this way. I didn't drop fucking everything and come all this way just to leave 7 days after because my ex shows up. I'm sorry, but like that, I'm not doing that. I'm like, fuck that. I know it's not very eloquent, but like I'm sorry. Like I keep being a repeating record here, but like, yeah.
Show of hands. Who's on Jimmy's side and who's on CK's side?
Jimmy.
Or Jimmy, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm
Who's
too
on-
alpha
who's
bitch.
on
I
Brian's
get
side?
pussy
Raise
all
your
the
hand.
fucking time. Sorry, I'm not a short,
Who's on
ugly
Brian's
bitch.
side?
I
Raise your hand.
smash gas
Nice
like
and,
a
nice and
beast.
high so the cameras can see.
On Brian's side, y'all. Who do we got? That's quite a few people. Oh, it's everybody except Cole who raised his hand last. Cole, you're on CK's side. Can't hide from me. I got gator eyes. All right, y'all. That was a good session. I think we can wrap it up. We can wrap that up, y'all. Cole, let me come talk to you privately. Y'all go ahead and enjoy your dinner.
I'm sorry, everybody.
No,
It's all
okay,
good,
yeah.
dude.
That's not that yeah.
I
That's all you-
completely understand your side. I like understand that you want to be like mentally stable.
Oh, before I ruin my eyes, here are your glasses back.
Plus, it's just like they like.
Mister!
She was brought here as a distraction. It's really like she's.
Who is the nemesis of the Kanye West?
I can understand like
Who is the nemesis of the
a
Kanye West?
distraction.
The Jews.
Mr. East!
Like, the first day here, they made an autistic girl could continue karate after throwing up.
That's what I'm saying.
Been crying.
This is I'm like I don't know why you thought.